Hi, Internet. We're live.
For you.
How are you doing on this fine evening before?
Everybody asks, where's Margaret? Nobody asks, how is she?
That's true.
Why is Margaret?
Who is Margaret?
That's also a very good question.
Yes, so we know who she is. Two Christmas Eves. Eve. Yeah.
Eve.
So, we are here to play some D&D for all of you. The party has gone on some crazy, different shenanigans, missions, and whatnot. And we find ourselves in a heist scenario. A scenario that is going to be pretty difficult from what the party's been able to gather about the vault they need to break into. It is a 7-layer maximum security dwarven vault. They've been through 5 of the 7 layers. They don't really know what happened in those 5 layers. They had black hoods on when they experienced it. They heard some things. They know that different people swapped out each layer. Each one of them seemingly has a key similar to like a nuclear launch code. So a person who's required, who's allowed to go from one section to the next, has the associated key. But there are some are as simple as a key to lock. Others are significantly more important, or more intricate, I should say. And they don't really know. All they know is the 5th layer is where paperwork is contained. All the important dwarven documents and things like that, because Rick had to go into, in an attempt to learn about the vault, to adjust his family ledger to add that there was 2 Ricks.
It's important. It's a bit of bureaucratic paperwork, but it is important.
Filling a bunch of different paperwork to do that ahead of time, and they basically went through these 5 rooms. They had what's called nibbles with them, correct?
Nibble.
Yes.
Until you reached the one room where the anti-magic field went off and revealed him. And then I forget what happened. Was it memory modification?
Yep.
For Nibbles.
Nibbles got a modified memory spell put on him so he would forget what was in the vault.
Yes. Did you guys get that information from him? I don't remember.
Not yet.
Okay. So you never did?
Not yet.
Gotcha.
Do we have somebody that can deal with that?
Yeah. It's greater restoration.
Ha ha ha!
I've got Clyde.
Or Flint.
Or Flint? Not a gosh, though. That's...
They wouldn't ask him to
He
do
wouldn't
that.
want to do it
Yeah.
anyway.
He's not the A-team for let's help this
Why
out.
flip it off your gosh? That's rude.
Because he's rude.
He's not rude. Did you ever ask him to stop doing things that you found annoying? He might not even know you think they're annoying.
I feel like Wildfire has made
If
it
we're going to
very
get into a
obvious.
semantic argument
sorry,
about
yes.
what Ikaj is and isn't, we should do it with Ikaj and not hypothetically before we talk to
That's
Ikaj.
straight.
Okay.
Thank you, Grizz Ninjas, for your good vibes from Seattle.
Vibes.
So yeah, they experienced a bunch of different meandering paths and whatnot, and learned that there was a variety of different things. Some involved clicking, some involved hammering in an anvil, one involved the presence of a dwarf.
Looking at you, Ricky boy.
One had no magic of any kind. And then there's the room that they were in, which they didn't go past, so they don't really know what the means to leave. Rooms 5, 6, and 7 are.
Got all the information we could.
Question: does Rick's teleportation thingy only work for him?
No, it's a teleport spell.
Oh. Okay.
So, we still are limited to some of the limitations of the teleport spell. For example, in theory, you have seen not in theory, in actuality, you have seen the fifth layer
room, yeah,
of the
which
vault.
is through the anti-magic.
Which is past the anti-magic room. So, in that respect, you would, in theory, with no chance of failure, right?
Yeah, 0 chance of failure. But then it can only be used once every 3 days.
Correct. So you could get into the fifth layer of the vault, which puts you significantly closer to your goal. You could attempt
I feel like it's a
To
better
get all the way
escape.
to go all the way in.
I feel like it's a better
Sounds like
escape
a bad
route.
idea.
Well, the rings minus Econ.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Ekash has a teleport spell, though. You could leave. I could just cast Mass Suggestion.
I mean, so does Wildfire.
Hey, you guys just wait in here. I'm gonna just walk out of here, okay?
Forget you ever saw me.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, but
Yeah.
don't go through the anti-magic field either, though.
Which level was that one?
Mass
5?
Suggestion?
Or 4? The
I have it
anti-magic
written
one.
down.
Oh, okay.
Anti-magic
It's a 6th level
room
spell.
was
Thank
I think the 4th.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have my notes on what I have notes on.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's the way to do it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Good
So
to have notes.
the fourth room, or the fourth, is that. So you could get in with no chance of failure to the fifth room. You could shoot for 7.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Better not.
I mean, it's worked out for you every time you guys have shot for a teleportation so far.
Yes, so we're due for a failure.
Exactly.
I feel so unconfident rolling. Especially when so close is just a for sure success.
I mean,
Just a
you
couple
have
rooms away.
a description. Well, not I would consider it a description at this point.
I know it's in the middle, and there's stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say you didn't view it,
Yeah.
so that gives you a 25% chance of being on target.
Yes.
So that's doable.
That is, I suppose, any percent chance is doable.
Was Wildfire with us when we went through the vault?
Yes.
So she could hypothetically teleport us into that fifth layer, and then we could still have the axe as an escape plan. Or we could try the axe, and if it fails, we still have a teleport to get us there.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Is
idea.
that you? What is that noise?
That was the amp.
The clicking.
Yeah.
The, like-
it was the tremolo. It was just going real light.
It's confusing.
Now it's off. Not the amp, just the tremolo. Okay. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, you're the mastermind. I'm Wildfire. I forgot.
And I am.
I thought
I'm Rick.
we were
Let
in a
me-
room with everybody, and I just started talking. Keep talking. I'm gonna get into.
Yeah, got it.
Well, actually, let's do some hand-on-head stuff.
I'm great at that.
Thanks.
Apparently.
So all of the things that we're saying make sense for our characters, but like Sean the player kind of wanted to see what Ted had planned. Like,
What we can get through.
it seems fun and cool. So
Give it a shot
like
from
those are the two sides of me that like Oz the character wants to skip to the 5th level and then see what we can do from there. But Sean the player has a vague description of 4 rooms. Kind of knows what it was about.
I mean,
Do you want to?
You're in charge, buddy. So
Well, yeah, we're hands on heads, bro. Hands on heads.
That's
we
true,
we
that's
can
fair.
try to go through it, and if it fails miserably, then we can always just try Plan B, which is teleport in.
I'll say that I've tried really hard to stick to playing characters how they would do things, especially in this campaign, like with Oz leaving and Rev being grouchy and dying.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
I've been trying to play close to character, so at this point I feel,
Weird, no.
yeah, it feels like a cop
I
out
can
at
just
this
tell
level.
you.
Yeah, which is less fun. Like,
Well, I
you came
mean-
up with what seems like a cool, fun thing, and I kind of wanted to do it. But to play Oz correctly, let's go to
Wasn't
the...
Wildfire still wearing her blindfold when she went into the 5th room? Everybody else was.
Yeah.
They just took Rick's off, so only Rick has really seen it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
So
he
yeah.
could get in with the axe up to the 5th level, I guess, right?
All right, why don't we...
Yeah.
We'll try to do that, and then her chance of getting to the 7th room is as good as yours.
Right.
So we'll try the axe, get to the 5th room, and if we get stuck on the 5th or 6th, or on the 6th or 7th,
We could try and pop.
then
through.
we can try and pop through.
Okay.
And also, like, yeah, so, I mean, that makes the most sense for our characters.
I mean,
Yeah. And Yukaj could.
can any of us
Try
have
to
what
do
is it called? Pass wall, where you have like just like a door here, or were there like
Nobody
corridors in between each room?
Do you have pass wall?
We don't know. I don't
Yukaj
think there were
does not
corridors,
have
but I don't
Or
think
like
we,
hallways?
I don't think any of us have
But
it.
do you have pass wall? Is
I
this
don't know.
correct?
I'm asking if it's one that anybody can prepare.
No.
No, none of us are prepared casters.
Yeah.
None of the guys on the heist. Clyde's not with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she could be.
She couldn't pass wall anyway, I don't think.
Nah, she
Oh,
could.
you could pull off. You
Isn't
could
that
stone
just a
shape.
wizard?
Yeah, I think it's just
Oh.
wizard. Might be bard too, but
All right.
All right, back into it. All right, but before we go, I got to do 1 or 2 things. So, rest up, prep. Ikaj, do what it is you do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Bruce. We'll reconvene in the morning.
interesting that I'm just looking at the table
Oh wait, was I
with a
just
little
on the
further
other?
scrutiny. Description. If you've seen the place once,
Yeah.
and if you've just heard it described, it's exactly the same chance.
That
for
seems a
everything.
little silly.
Right? Like
Yeah.
you feel like you would maybe on target could be the same, but like you feel like you would adjust the lower levels to
Haven't
not
you
be.
been there, right? Doesn't that count a little bit more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. But the difference between viewed once and seen casually is 50% chance.
All right.
Or 25% chance. So you go from a 25% chance of succeeding to just shy of 50, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I agree.
What does seen casually actually mean?
Let's find out
It's
together,
like-
Tedward.
We
Like
cast the spell, see what happens.
oh, never mind.
Wait, was
You-
I able to find a hellhound into there?
Someplace you have seen more than once, but with which you aren't very familiar.
I look away. I look again.
Does that-
Casually.
I don't make a big deal out of it.
I don't know. Look casual.
All right, cool. Also, before we do this, so this is what I was thinking, because you know the basement and the thing. Oh, should we pick up from like when we left off? Neville still hadn't confronted Oz about lying about the basement.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to do that quick?
Ted, where are we?
Well, I was
what are
gonna
we
say,
doing?
weren't we still in bin? Did we not leave yet?
bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You were in bin looking for
Truth.
truth.
All we were finding was lies.
Contextually, I like that.
Quite good. Quite good.
That's true. So that's where we're at.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So we all meet up at what was it?
the town hall, outside the town hall.
Okay.
I have 2 characters here, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Brina
I
and
don't-
Clyde?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So, what'd you guys find?
I feel like
Look at all this cool stuff I got! This is for you.
Ooh, thanks.
It's a fish keychain.
Thank you. And we'll put this on my ring of keys.
that's great.
So,
So,
for you too.
thank you very
It's a
much.
fish necklace.
Oh,
It's like a little pet.
Okay. So, I was talking to the lady
Yeah, which lady?
at the church.
Cool. Church lady.
Yeah, and she said that
Isn't that special?
it's almost definitely under the furniture store there.
What is?
What's under the furniture store?
Of truth, he's being held by some guys underneath it.
Oh shit, we shouldn't go there.
Oh.
That's a bad place. Let's go back to the town.
Oh, wait,
Can
were
anyone
we
tell us what-
trying to find
You-
them? It's
yeah,
not, so
let's-
why can't we go there?
Trust me, let's go back to the Velgard Tower. Clyde, can we go back to the Velgard Tower and then we can talk about this there?
If
You
everybody's in
specifically
agreement,
like
I don't want
sent
to...
us away from the furniture store.
Yes, I can explain that and it will make sense. Do you want that explanation now or back when we get to the Velgard? It's up to you.
I want it now.
Okay, cool. Huddle up, guys. So the basement of the furniture store is a hideout for the local crime syndicate, and I was under the impression that we were just looking for an adventurer, so that's why I steered you away from the furniture store, because a regular old adventurer wouldn't have any reason to go into a furniture store, and I kind of hoped that he wouldn't have stumbled upon the bin, because they're pretty secretive, and they keep to themselves.
The bin?
Sorry, the dim.
Next time,
Yeah.
next time something like that's like in the area and you know about it, I mean, I would appreciate.
Oh, yeah,
heads
Yeah,
up.
that actually.
Probably
Yeah,
let us know.
That's a fair point. That's
I
a
mean,
fair point.
You know, it's like.
Especially if we're walking around asking suspicious questions.
Yeah.
You know what? You all have good points, and I wasn't sure that they were still active in this area.
Sure.
But-
you got to
but
trust
you're right.
us enough to be able to make good decisions.
You're right. Thank you for coming at me constructively with this. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, good. You're doing a good job. So.
You're doing great, big guy.
You know what, Brina? You're the key to this whole thing. I'm convinced. All right, Bruce. I'm gonna need a favor from you when we get back, but also let's please get back.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's back.
All right. So,
Big vacuum.
woof. Bruce, this is what I need from you. Okay? You can make stuff, right? You're good at that.
He's like gestures at the newly created armor.
Alright. What I need are some blueprints, and inside I want a little gadget. So when you open the blueprints, I want it to like poof out something like harmless, like glitter or paper or like talcum powder or something cool.
Ooh, glitter!
Glitter.
Confetti!
Brainy says,
Confetti
"Bloody
and
confetti
glitter!"
brainer."
Glitter is the most impossible thing to
Right.
get rid of.
This is yes, I did, but I feel like you've developed some new accents when words don't make any sense.
Constantly. And
Alright.
then after the explosion, I want there to be a little piece of parchment that says, "It doesn't matter if you're nice or mean. You've been had by babyface Celine."
Ooh, can I make the note?
Yeah.
Does anybody have glue? And I'm assuming we have glitter.
Well, we don't have any horses to boil down for glue.
We had
true.
glue from before
Ooh,
when we
tree
made the
sap!
armor.
Tree girl! Come with me!
Alright, cool. This is a good first step. I gotta go talk to Rick now. So,
Alright.
hey, Rick.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I have the vial of glitter that says do not open under any circumstances.
This is perfect.
We can put that in there. With
Each
a mechanism
piece of
that
glitter
opens
is a
it.
fireball.
I mean, it wasn't, but now it might be.
But now it might be.
The world's most dangerous item.
Remember that whole heist I had to do?
Yep.
Oh, wildfire! I'm gonna get you in on this too.
Yeah,
I think right now's the time.
Right
Is it the
now.
time?
Yeah, because
Like right the second?
no.
Oh, okay.
Because it turns out our next guy is in the Bins headquarters, or sorry,
Din.
the Dims headquarters. You don't know. It's the Bins,
said you told us.
the Dims headquarter in Bin.
Aha.
And what I wanted to do is I wanted to send.
I always knew that place stunk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I understand why you always tell us not to go there.
Yeah, it's boring.
Eh.
I mean, they got a good pre-map, but that's it.
Other than
Karina has handed out
other than
the
the
fish
crime
and stuff
syndicate
like
where the
that.
adventurers held, but
Yeah,
you know, it's
other than
totally
that,
boring.
super boring. So I was thinking about sending the Goody Two Shoes team to go take them out, rescue the guy we need to find. By the way, name is Truth.
Oh,
Sounds like a tiefling. And
yeah.
I forgot what I was saying in the middle of that sentence, so give me a second.
He's a tiefling. His name is
So,
Truth. Okay,
yeah, so
sound.
I want us
That's
to
for
go
yourself.
hit the do the heist at the same time they're hitting the Bins headquarters.
All right.
2 reasons. 1, I think it'll be fun. 2,
Fair.
that way there's no way it comes back on on us. That we could not have possibly taken out the Dims headquarters. We were doing a heist for them.
All right.
And then everyone who we send on the heist will go back to Faerun at the end of this, so if there are consequences, which I don't think there will be, they'll take care of it. What do you think? That's fine.
Very
What
convi-
do you think?
I mean, it's your deal, man. I mean, you're all gonna help me with that whole volcano,
Yeah.
fire people thing, right? So, I mean, if I'm gonna ask you to maybe commit genocide, I think I can help you with a heist.
I appreciate that. That seems fair.
Are we the bad guys?
Well,
I like to say we're the anti-heroes.
we're not.
We're not
We're not the
necessarily
bad guys.
Bad guys. We're not.
Okay, I will
morally
say this:
straight.
we're not good people, but we're not bad guys.
We're morally ambiguous sometimes for the greater good.
Aha. All right.
I was also thinking about asking Ikaj to come with us because he seems like it'd be handy.
Fine.
Did you just fall asleep, or was that disgust coming out of your nose?
Yeah, that was a little big
That one.
snort.
Yeah, all right.
That's how I felt.
So yeah, and then I was thinking,
He's got that lame spiky armor.
That's just his head.
Oh.
That's not even armor.
No?
That's just what his head
No.
looks like.
You push on it, it'll go down flat.
Yeah. Alright.
Does that sound good?
Where are we sending the kid?
Oh, she's gonna go take out the bin.
Oh, she'll have fun with that.
She will, and also so I felt kind of morally ambiguous about sending a child into danger, but we're gonna send her into danger for the end of this prophecy anyway, so we should probably see what she's capable of.
I mean, that's
Yeah, that's a good
every
idea.
healer that is around is there.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, I was gonna send Clyde and Bruce to go get some.
Why wouldn't we send them to go take care of people, though? More people against the bad people, I feel like would be a better option.
Because Bin is such a small town, 8 adventurers walking into the furniture store might raise some eyebrows. So I was just trying to keep the number down. And also, there's a lot of stuff around here I want to take care of. And, this was my last point, now that your other's family is here, I would feel more comfortable if we left 1 or 2 of us here as extra
That's
security.
reasonable.
That does
I
sound
understand
reasonable.
that.
Yeah. So I was thinking we send. Oh no. Bruce is gonna go on the thing. I wanted to send Rick the Black
Okay.
and Clyde to Gouger to get some seeds for Gouger leaves so we can start planting the fields. And then if Clyde can tree stride back, and she could probably do some plant magic that'll make our plants gooder.
She's a plant person,
She's
right?
a plant animal person.
Plant lady.
I mean,
Yeah.
she took us through some trees, so I'm
So,
pretty sure she can
yeah.
make something grow.
So that was gonna be my
Sounds
plan
pretty
for the
easy.
group. 2 days time, they hit the headquarters. We spend a day, drop off Clyde and other Rick at Gouger, and then the next day we continue on to our heist.
Alright.
Sounds good to me.
Good?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. I'll tell everyone else the plan, and then we can get going in the morning.
Sure.
Sounds good?
Alright.
Alright. I disseminate the plan.
Plan disseminated. Everybody knows what's going on.
Alright. So 2 days time, you do your thing.
How did you, just for the sake of it, how did you frame this to the
To the B team?
Yeah.
Alright. You ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, guys. So, we found out where the next person on the prophecy is,
Yeah, they're underneath the furniture store.
which is also the hideout of a criminal syndicate.
Yeah.
So, we need to take him out. Or at least go in and get the guy. His name is Truth. So, they know me, because I used to be a part of it. Yeah, that's my, you know how Bruce has his thing?
Yeah.
My thing is I used to be part of a criminal syndicate until one of their poisons that I made for them was sold to a place that they told me to go steal, and then my best friend died.
It's rough, buddy.
I know, right? Thank you for saying that. So we also have a different mission to do. Rick, Ikaj, if you're willing, we want you to come with us. Rick the White, Ikaj, Wildfire, and myself. We're gonna go take care of something else elsewhere. But yeah, so we need to rescue Truth, and we think that you guys would be better suited for this, while we're better suited for the other thing.
It's just like a smash and grab sort of thing.
Yeah, like,
You know what?
Are we just going in and beating people up? Are we
Yeah,
supposed
how
to kill
bad are
them?
these guys?
They are Ted. How bad is the dim?
I mean,
How
They're
are
not
we-
good.
How are we
Everyone
taking them
seems
up?
to have dim opinions of them.
did you mean like
They're not the brightest group of thieves.
Did you mean on a scale of like
Dumb.
morality? How
Yes.
good are they?
On a morality scale. Like, is wanton murder on the table, or are they just thieving an occasional?
Like, should
Like,
we round
would
them up
evil
for the
game make 'em
authorities,
look like
or do
losers,
they deserve
or-
to die?
Well, they're, I mean, neutral at best. They're not good-hearted
They're not good.
thieves stealing things for the sake of
Mhm.
stealing. They're not Robin Hood. I mean, it's, you know, they're a smaller group, so it's mostly, you know, fencing and thievery and things like that. I mean, if the contract was like super good and like really ironclad or really very much all of the money, then probably murder. But they're a small town group.
Okay.
So, like, you know, you start going out into larger, bigger cities, you might start encountering much bigger criminal syndicates where or maybe they're an offshoot of a bigger one or something, but they're they're small potatoes compared to stuff you'd find in other cities. So
They're yeah. Basically, I'm gonna give you guys the freedom to I don't know what's gonna happen once you're down there. So do whatever you think is best. But on the scale of morality, they don't go for murder if they can help it. But if the money's good enough, they probably would. So try not to slaughter them. But if you have to, you have to.
Flint, what do you think? Like a 3 on a scale of 1 to 10? How bad they are?
Yeah, that sounds solid. I mean, they're not. I mean, well, what did you?
3's the bad side. 1 being bad, 10 being good.
Oh, good. Yeah, three sounds right. I mean,
5 being neutral.
Yeah.
1 being
3. I mean, I would think the big robot guys, they were 1 or 2.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, probably.
And these guys don't sound like that.
Yeah.
They don't seem like they would set on a library. They would set a whole town on fire out of spite. The big robot guys,
several.
Yeah.
out of just
Spite. Meanness.
yeah. So yeah, probably about a 3
Okay.
if we had to.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So I want you guys. We're gonna do these hits simultaneously. So 2 days, and then you guys can go to Ben. How are you gonna get to Ben? Can any? Who just figured out Ben? Fuck.
Just
yeah,
not
just
in?
stepping.
Just have
Bruce Neville.
Clyde tree stride him to
Yeah.
Ben. They could just camp out.
Yeah,
outside
that'll
of
work.
Ben.
So yeah, give us a day because we're gonna take a day and we're gonna go get some plant seeds first, and then the day after that, you just shuttle them over and come right back. Because you do plant magic, right?
Yeah.
Can you make our plants better?
Probably.
All right, cool. Can you do that when you get back with the seeds?
Sure.
Thanks. All right.
So we're just gonna be like drug dealers?
Well,
It's legal, isn't it?
yeah.
So it's not really
yeah. I mean, we're gonna sell gouge
We're
relief.
pharmacists. All right.
We're
Use
farmers.
use the technical term.
Farmer.
With cysts.
Yep.
Probably.
That's why we need the gouge relief.
knowing all about.
Pain
it.
control.
Sometimes I think I'm an ulcer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Probably.
You
Sometimes-
feel like that?
Sometimes it smells like you have an ulcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn
like right
indigestion.
now. Right now. That smells like an ulcer.
God, I really
Some of
don't.
these missions are giving me ulcers.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It just felt like the right thing to say.
Oh yeah, and Rick, we wanted. I hope you don't take any offense to this, but we wanted you to stay here and kind of protect the place and your family.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, thanks. All right, ready break? Right.
I mean,
We're
are
done?
we leaving
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
let's take a break.
Yeah.
Good
let's
plan,
take a
though.
We're
break.
gonna leave first thing in the morning.
Perfect time for a break then.
No, I know, but I'm saying, is me as Clyde, am I sending you guys, or am I taking people to bin today?
No.
Or-
Day after tomorrow.
day after- okay. Got it.
Tomorrow, Wildfire is going to take all of us to Gouager, which is where you and Rick, if you want to, because those people, we can't send her in unprotected.
Okay.
It's very smoky. Try the mac and cheese.
Ooh.
But yeah, so just to get some seeds, and then she'll take it right back. So yeah, and then you're gonna get some seeds, pop him back, and then do the pop over the bin, and then pop back. A lot of pops. Exactly like that.
Cool.
All right,
Sounds like a plan.
all right. Let's go in the morning. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Unless there's anything of importance worth noting, we'll jump ahead to
Next morning.
the next morning.
No, I'm good.
No, I think that's probably
Okay.
nothing I can think of.
All right. So we jump ahead to the next morning, the morning of the heist, I guess, and all of this stuff. So we do that. You do the popping.
Well, before you leave, Brenna's gonna run up and give the note that she wrote from Babyface Salim.
Thank you.
She used the quill that Wildfire has that makes the ink look like blood.
Oh,
And then she popped some glitter on that,
Mhm.
and pressed some flowers in it, and
cool.
folded it up.
This is perfect, Brenda.
And then we'll say in the meantime, Bruce made what needed to be made.
Cool.
And then you
Bruce, this is
your
perfect.
glitter bomb
Thank you.
book thing.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Darren's gonna go up to Wildfire and give her a hug and say, good luck.
Thanks, you too.
I was gonna go up to Bruce and be like, "Good luck, man."
I
Yeah.
keep using the wrong voice for wildfire.
I know.
It's really bugging me, and I don't know why.
You got too many voices going.
I do.
You got 3 of them.
My
I'm
brain
sure
keeps
it's
track.
bugging me and the internet too. So, you know.
All right.
All right. So
Thanks, Thyra. You too.
you do this stuff and then you pop everybody where they need to be popped.
Everyone's popped.
Okay. So now we
Fly.
find ourselves in the pop to the vault.
Yes.
So let us remind ourselves that if we are using wildfire, we are considering that a view once.
Yes, but we're gonna use the axe to get us into the vault.
Oh,
Into
I
the
see.
fifth.
I
Into
see.
the 5th.
Into the 5th layer, and
I
then
see.
wildfire is
That's a
if
sure
we need
thing.
to. Yeah,
Okay.
she's our insurance to either get out or.
So
Rika, she's heard about it at this point.
what? Yeah, he's heard a description, which is just as good as
Just
being
as
there,
good.
Yeah.
which
like
is
a-
so
Apparently.
dumb. I hate it all.
Oh, if you're a DM, you could just change it.
No, I
for-
know, but it's too late now. I didn't think about that. Can't just spring that on you mid-game.
You could. I mean, we'd all accept it.
Yeah,
We agree that it's dumb, so.
that's fine. So what I will say, you don't know this for a fact. You just have shady guy into there. Either this thing was supposed to be going to the vault,
Right.
or possibly was there and had gone. That's all unclear. You only have one shady guy who doesn't know how to sell things.
Yeah. He did
So,
okay.
correct. But in theory, if it is an associated object with the thing, then it technically has a 100% chance of success.
Ah,
But you don't know if it does.
okay.
So that's a
It
thing
only
to
might.
consider. It might.
Right.
It might not.
But we're not trying to get all the way into the 7th.
Well, I'm saying, like, if it did, that's where it would have been housed.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the sure thing. That's the best way to start a heist is with a sure thing.
Okay.
You gotta get where you're going
Gotta
before you can
really
heist anything.
Okay.
So we'll do that. We'll do the 5th level right by the Von Brick family book
Ha
ledger.
Ooh, I also would like to say that I let my criminal contact know that I'm going to do this, so they will be expecting me on the boat in Bricken's homestead to pass off the goods.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do we also need to take out those people?
Not necessarily. We'll see what happens.
Alright.
Okay.
Would be pretty easy.
Yeah,
We'll see what
probably.
happens.
Especially if somebody's like on a boat. My favorite way of dealing with people on a boat.
Push them off the boat.
Mass suggestion. Just swim that way for 8 hours.
Sure, man. You can try it. I just,
Mom would just say, "Oh, actually, no, that's a great way to."
yeah. I don't wanna. Just follow my lead. If I give one of you guys a wink, then you know what to do.
What?
What?
What you do best.
Alright.
Fire!
So if I give you a wink, fire. If I give you a wink, tell him to walk away. And Rick, if I give you a wink, hit something.
Alright.
A wink.
A wick.
We don't
Yeah,
need
but-
a Vic. You got me.
All right. So,
You silly.
I'm a wick. I'm a willy webbit.
You will lick you.
so I guess what I should say is
wick.
so based on the teleportation. Oh wait, is a place underground, so it'll definitely work.
Yes.
Yes, that's how it works. Gotcha. Okay, so I was gonna say it's only 25% chance of failure, but it's underground and you've been there, so we can. Okay.
Cut right there.
And you said you can do that once every 3 days?
Nice.
Cool.
Now comes the fun
Last
part,
items.
where I roll and determine if there's
Axe.
somebody in the vault when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
Ooh, could we do invisibility
Axe.
before we go?
Sure.
It's an option.
You want to do that, sweetness?
Dislike.
I saw that little hug thing. That's cute.
Heartily dislike.
Very cute.
You
I
know,
have 8th level spells.
I don't.
I don't have it picked. Guys, I get it with 8th level spells.
It's been, you've been at 8th level for an entire level.
For since like before the stuff with Ash.
I think I've just been using it as like an extra spell slot for something.
Did you purposefully choose not to prepare a spell or to know a spell
I
of 8th level? Because that's an
No.
option if you have one spell known left. That's like I did
Anyway,
the
I have
math.
greater invisibility.
That's like
Do you have regular invisibility?
That's like 30 sessions.
Because that's so much better
That's like 30 sessions.
for what we're
Celine.
doing.
What, regular invisibility?
Yeah, man.
I don't. I only have greater invisibility.
Oz has regular invisibility.
Can you cast it at a 4th level?
I can cast it at a 3rd level.
Alright, I'll do it then.
Thank you.
That's
I'm a silly Billy.
that's like that is no joke, like 30 sessions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Maybe not, but maybe like 20. 30's pushing it, don't you think?
I don't think so. You guys have been 15 for a long time.
We were 15 for a while.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely pre-Barovia.
Yeah. That's
Well, I
about-
wasn't playing her in Barovia, so I was probably like, oh, we leveled up. Oh, look, I'm not playing her anymore. I'll figure it out later.
You mean like
That
you do
sounds-
every time you level up with every
Yeah,
character, no
sounds
matter
like-
how many times
Alright,
I say, do you want to
cast
just do this right now?
invisibility on
You draw
everybody.
the
I would
ratio
love
from
that.
every creature into 30 for cute.
And then I teleport us into the 5th level
Okay.
Go!
room area
That's
of
fun.
the vault.
What are the chances? What do we think are the chances that there's somebody in the vault at this exact moment?
8%.
Okay. Great.
I'm not rolling.
So where do you want that 8%? You want it high or you want it low?
High.
So that's we're calling that, so that's 92 to 100%. Someone is in there.
Alright.
Well,
Okay.
93 to 100.
Great. 44. So you guys are in a room full. It's all musty. There are continual non-heated flame spells on the wall illuminating it. And it is just paperwork. Books, ledgers, scrolls, glass cases with different things and ancient tomes, and things are chained up on library walls and whatnot, and that's what you've got.
I'll tell you,
Say either that one or that one.
I don't really love
Wait,
that.
what was the last one?
Sorry.
Bottom? Okay.
There's a lot of valuable books in here, huh?
Don't even think about it.
I mean, think about it. We're,
Well, I mean, yeah. You
we're doing a thing. Like,
This is what we're
Oh,
here
just like-
for.
He said it with a nefarious
I did it.
intonation.
The problem is you can't see me right now because I'm invisible.
It's true.
So you couldn't see me looking around and wonder.
Oh,
about the
is that
accumulation
what
of
you're looking
knowledge.
around with?
Oh no, I'm over here. Okay, up here. All
You
right.
can't tell where I'm looking.
He can see
Oh, he can
invisible
see through
things
invisible
because of the robe
things?
eyes,
Oh man.
so he can see everybody.
Dislike.
The best.
Ikaj, anyone invisible in here other than us?
Hard dislike.
Anybody invisible?
No,
here?
there's
Anybody
nobody
on the ethereal plane around here?
Nope.
No, we're clear, man.
Cool. Let's go investigate the next vault door.
So you guys head over to the door, and there is no key that you see. In front of this door, which is a solid piece of stone, is a pedestal, and on that pedestal is a book. Big, larger than even for like normal sized people would be. So we're talking like a book like, oh, maybe what is that, about 4 feet by about 4 feet?
Like a giant book.
Like a
For
giant
giants.
book. And it is, oh God, maybe 5,000 pages, this book. And there is, next to it is a little stand with a little inkwell, a nice little golden feathered quill sitting next to that. And there is a little chain with like a full-size magnifying glass because the book's so damn big. And it's all written in dwarven.
I can read that.
Oh, I can read that too.
What's it say?
Yeah, what does it say?
What's it say?
So when you look at this and you're reading it and it doesn't seem, it's just like a storybook or something. It doesn't seem like it has any, it's not like some ancient tome of like super powerful dwarven knowledge. It's just, it looks like, and if you're gonna flip through it?
Yeah, of course.
So you flip through a little bit and it just seems like it's a collection of different short stories or sometimes significantly longer stories, and sometimes because like it's written in like normal size font on these big 4 foot by 4 foot pages, so you need the magnifying glass
Sure,
to
yeah,
like see.
sometimes
So
you
like
get-
some short stories is like it's a page, but it's a story from start to finish on one page.
Right.
And it doesn't seem to have any cohesion to it.
Does it have different handwriting from like a bunch of different people?
Yeah, it does. It's not like it's not printed.
Right. And
Yeah,
it's not just like
developed print.
one script.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's written by a variety of different people.
I want to go to the very beginning. Is there like a foreword
Start
or
at
anything?
the very beginning.
There is not a foreword, and there's no table of contents either.
I go and see, is it filled completely up?
Yeah, when you flip through it, it is. When you're looking at it, it's like 90% full. You'd say.
How recent does the last entry seem?
I don't know if you know that. Like the ink is dry. I guess.
Not within the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So not super recent.
Rick,
Yeah.
do you recognize any of the stories in there? Are they like,
Let me read this one right here. It's the most recent one.
Yeah. No, you don't recognize this one because it's maybe relatively recently written. Like.
I don't really recognize this one. It seems
But-
relative. I'm gonna go back like 40 pages.
All right, yeah, you flip back through and you'll recognize a handful of these are, a variety. Some are like children's tales, like fairy tale kind of things. Some are just like accounts of history, things that you've seen before. Some are like, you start getting into one and it's like a larger fiction novel.
So,
But they don't seem to have, there's no cohesion to it. It doesn't seem like this page, like, oh, this is a short story about dwarven heroes, and this is a dwarven epic tale about a dwarven hero. It's just like, this is a story about how you should listen to your parents, and this is an epic tale, and oh, look, a recipe? That's weird. Like, it's all over the place.
Oh, wow, wait, what's the recipe for?
The recipe is for, let's see. This is, it's a gingerbread recipe.
It's great. I copied it down.
Yeah.
do you think if you...
Moving it.
Okay.
It's for building literal gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like
A lot
you
of
could
gingerbread.
like you could make a house with these gingerbread.
What's up?
Do you think if you added a tale to the book, it would work? Does that sound
Yeah,
something?
that sounds like
With
something.
Will? So, I mean, why don't you add in the tale of how you rescued the other Rick?
Okay.
Oh, all of the while it's in different handwriting, I'll just point out it's the parchment, the pages of the book don't seem to be like different. It's all the same
Right.
cohesive book.
Sure.
Everything's in black text.
it's all on the same ink.
Yeah, same ink. See, well, black ink.
Right.
But yeah, it lets
Which
somebody
is what's in the ink pot currently.
No.
Oh, what's in the ink pot currently?
red ink.
Red ink.
Thought I'm dead.
You guys got any ink?
I got this one that makes the ink that writes in blood. Or it looks like blood at least.
No. See, because this one's already red, so it already kind of looked like blood. But if you look on the paper, it's all black ink. You look in the ink pot, that's red ink.
Why don't you try just putting a dot of the ink on a page and see if it changes color?
Feels like a trap,
Okay.
doesn't it? I mean,
I don't know. Oh! I'm gonna use my wand of secrets.
Okay. To see if there's a trap.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let me double check what it
Detect
does.
magic?
I don't know.
I'm concentrating on the spell right now.
If a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you.
Let's see. Well, there's no secret doors,
Cool.
so that's for sure. And there is. Oh, excuse me. There is no traps currently within the
Alright.
property.
Well, according to this, no traps.
all right.
Kai?
I guess I'll give it a shot then.
I don't see why not. I don't know what else we could do.
I'll look around for black ink anywhere, under the desk or something.
Make a perception check.
That's not very good.
I'll look around too.
cast guidance.
On.
Whichever one is better.
Wow, that's not.
You can't do that.
That's fair. I'd probably do it on Rick. +3.
Alright, so Rick got a 9 with the +3. Yeah.
Rick.
But Ikaj got a 22.
Okay. You don't see
Of course it is.
you don't see any ink.
Robe. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like all you can do is try at this point.
I feel like all I can do is try at this point.
That's what I just said.
It is what you just said.
Actually, can't you just like make black ink out of soot and like water?
Well, if this is the ink that's here
Yeah, it's
for
something
it,
like
I
good
feel
ink.
like it's instinctual to just use the ink that's here, right?
Yeah,
Is
but
there
that might be
anything
the puzzle.
on the pen?
Oh.
Is there like an inscription or anything?
What do you
Remember, only a very
Is
specific
are there any
group of
drawers on this
people
desk?
or person, really, at this point, knows how to get through this, and that's by design.
Are there any?
So, like, even the queen doesn't know how to get through this, and that's so that there's a check and balance system, so that if you need to go all the way in,
You need multiple.
you need everybody on board, and it needs to be a concerted effort.
Rick,
Yeah.
you know Bibliosoft better than any of us.
Yeah, I guess so.
How would she open this door?
Two. How'd she open that
She
door?
would fill out something in triplicate, right? That sounds like her.
She would.
Yep, she'd do some research.
Okay.
Should we do some research?
Should we
Sure.
fill out forms in triplicate?
No, not right now.
All right. Are we gonna
She
test
does
out the
love
ink
that
or?
now.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay.
All
sorry.
right.
I look all the way at the back. Is there anything in the back? Any of these last 10% of empty pages?
Like what?
This is on a desk.
Marks
On
or
like on a pedestal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there were like
hidden
drawers.
writing
here.
or messages?
Okay.
You don't see anything like that, no.
You know what? Oz is gonna investigate. He wants to see if there are any like secret compartments on the pedestal or like in the cover of the book.
Sure.
Got it.
Thank you.
Nothing's written in triplicate. In the book, you said.
4.
No, nothing here is written that you saw. As you, I mean, there's
26.
5,000 pages.
Yeah.
So 26
Yeah.
to see for no, you don't see
Alright.
anything.
All right. The pedestal seems to be on the level. This is what this is.
All right.
So yeah, do a little dabby do. See what happens.
Oh, Morgan.
Dibble dabble.
Mighty Morgan.
See, he keeps saying that like
Once
not.
there was
Flint's not much of a dwarf, but he's pulling some flint.
a courageous
Ryan?
Right?
dwarf
I think he's too hard on
by the
it.
name
What color's the ink?
Red.
Yeah.
of
No,
Cedric
there's a red. In this entire
Breck.
4,000 or so plus page book of black ink and black text. There's now a thing written about Rick in red.
This was a bad idea.
Can we clear it? Can we stop it? Can we tear the page out?
You can certainly try. Well, that I mean, you
Press the digitation.
Woof!
Nope.
I thought that would work.
Yeah,
No,
this.
nobody can be right all the time.
And you notice too, like as you're writing the things in the book here,
Mhm.
it like is immediately dries, as
Very
though
dry
magically.
paper.
Dispel magic?
Let's wait. Does anybody have any black ink around?
I don't.
I
have some-
can
have
burn a
some-
stick and we'll have charcoal.
I have lantern oil.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got now. Oh, we need to check.
I have a forgery kit
Okay.
at Ikaj.
Okay, I'd say that would probably have ink in it. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So
That makes the most
I'll
sense.
give that to Rick and be like, hey, why don't you try this?
So now Rick.
You
is
had that
going-
on you the whole time. You didn't say anything.
So Rick is now going
That's
to
what I
write
imagine Rick would
over.
say.
Is it the plan to write over the red ink with the black ink?
Maybe a little bit.
I'll try that.
Okay. You so you're just like putting it down on the page, or
Yeah.
like on top of the red.
Put first on the page and then
It just blank ink dries on the page.
over the red.
The red stays above the black.
Aha.
We don't go.
Does the door open up?
No.
Yeah, good try.
Yeah.
Finish the story, man.
With the black?
Do you have any better ideas?
Not really.
That is a good point.
Alright, so you finish writing the whole story as long as you want it to be.
Sure.
In red
Not
ink.
super long.
No,
red ink
in
among the pages.
black ink.
And it is here.
Yep.
Oh,
Wait,
and
do you
you
write the
finish
rest
it in
of it in
black
black
ink?
ink?
Like, oh crap, I ran a red pen. Ah, dummy. Let's go back to black ink.
You only wrote like 2 words.
No,
in
no,
red.
I'll finish it with the red ink.
Okay, well now there's a whole
Okay.
passage. Alright. That's in there. Nothing happens.
You know, while he's doing that, I was gonna go investigate the door.
Okay.
See if we can find
Yeah.
anything else out about the door.
Guidance. Let's do.
That is perfectly cocked.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Lucky.
It's completely
There
straight
it
up.
is. What'd you get?
+2.
2, 4, 19, 21.
Yeah, I mean, you can clear that it very clearly opens.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not like you can see like a very thin seam, but not enough to really like,
Dig into.
not enough to dig into, not enough to like gaseous form
Mm-hmm.
through. So that it's not like, oh, you finish doing whatever you need to do, and then it teleports you to the next room. You still physically walk through
Okay, cool.
the door. But other than that, it is like perfectly, like you're not sure if it, you guys didn't hear because you only heard the sound of stone moving. You don't know if it slides up, if it like, if there's an invisible
Yeah.
seam and it splits down the center and opens, or if they like pocket door slide into the wall. But it definitely, you can see that there is a door there, but that's about the extent of it.
Okay.
And it seems to be of the same stone as everything around it. Doesn't seem to be out of place other than that very thin seam line.
Okay.
What
Okay.
if you try writing a story in the black ink?
Alright.
I don't think that's gonna help at this point.
Alright.
Oh, okay. So what do you suggest?
I actually don't have a better suggestion. I was gonna just look around the room and see if I found any other clues.
Yeah, Kaj will take a stroll around looking for
Alright.
other clues.
Okay.
We
You
all-
guys can all make investigation checks.
Bad.
Bad. 14.
Okay. Nope. I mean, there's a ton, for those of you magically inclined, you can tell that this room is full of magic
Okay.
in general. With further investigation, you can tell that a lot of it is preservatory magic.
Okay.
You have a lot of ancient books, ancient tomes, things like that. So, like, there's a general aura of preservation on this whole room to keep books from disintegrating, to allow them to be handled, touched, moved, flipped through without the worry about, like, this is a 5,000-year-old book.
Yeah.
Let me flip the... There goes the whole page,
Yeah.
right? You know, so
Yeah.
it's got that going on. Some of the books themselves also, you can tell, seem to be magic above and beyond that.
Ah.
But, what did you get? Sorry.
22.
22. Yeah, other than like you don't see and you'll recall that the bibliosoph brought her own ink with her when she came to have you like write things in the ledger.
Maybe it's permanent ink.
But the only ink in the whole place is the ink in that ink pot next to that quill.
Maybe if you
Sure.
add something to the ink, it changes the color, like magically.
Ah. Alright.
Like,
Well, I was gonna say if you had
that's
to
what I was
like,
gonna say.
you know,
That's me poking.
I figured the blood
I didn't know
into
if
the
there was
ink.
like a spell or something they would use.
Yeah.
So you do. It's
Just a
just
specific one.
Redder.
redder, slightly.
pretty red.
It's still reddish.
Still slightly
Alright.
red.
I don't create anything black.
Yeah, and I mean, Bibliosoph is kind of a refined person, so
Doesn't seem likely she would.
it doesn't seem like she would indulge in baser dwarven fluids. Like, I don't think she would spit in it or cry in it or like pee in it a little bit.
You do
Holy
mending?
water?
Yeah, hey man.
Let's rip this page out.
Alright. Go for it.
Alright. I ripped this page out.
I need you to make me a strength check.
Ooh. Can I give him guidance?
Sure.
We.
I'm gonna give me Bardic Inspiration too.
No, all right.
Oh, only one.
18 plus 3 is 21 plus 1 is 22. And then Rick does not currently have the belt, but he still makes good strength checks. 27.
Doesn't come out.
Damn.
It's a strong book.
This is a strong book.
It's as though, I mean, this book also, you know from just handling it, that it is a magical book.
Ah.
I could try to dispel the magic on it.
Maybe a little much.
That might be a little much.
Wait a
I
second.
could try to burn a little bit.
Wait,
and, like,
before we
burn
do
it out.
any of that, Ikaj, can you detect magic?
Yeah, but right now I got us invisible.
Yeah, but there's no one here, so I'd rather you detect the magic.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I detect magic.
Okay. It's magic. The whole place is magic.
What kind of magic's on this book?
On this book is abjuration magic.
Ah, it's abjuration magic.
That's protection magic right there.
And what is the ink magic?
The ink is... Let's see, would the ink be magical?
Let me start popping off my spells.
Take off that telephone.
No, the ink is not magical.
Okay.
Seems like whatever magic comes from the
Sure.
book.
I cast Identify in the book.
Okay. So that'll give you the properties of the book.
Yes.
Let me just confirm that.
Me just also confirm.
Are we sure writing in the black ink won't help?
You choose one object that you must touch throughout
No,
the casting
not
of
sure.
the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic item imbued or magic imbued object, you learn what its properties are and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement to use it, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. It's not a giant mimic, is it?
No, that would be funny.
That'd be funny.
I'm gonna just eat you guys.
Ah.
The whole room is a mimic. No, so this book doesn't have, at least from what you can tell, doesn't have like a formal name. It is obviously a very magical book, and it has, you learn that its properties are, it is the key to get through this door. It doesn't have any specific like spells affecting it that like specifically, you know what I mean? Like it is a magical object created from magic, not created from a spell.
It also tells me how to use it, though.
Correct, it does, but there are also different things that happen under the magic item section in the Dungeon Master's Guide that detect or identify does not distinctly tell you. Specifically, you never learn if an item is cursed, for example.
Okay.
With identify, certain things as far as certain magic items and things go is like, I mean, what you know is it's a book, you can write in it clearly, and that doing the correct thing gets you through the door.
Maybe you just gotta.
It's also magically strengthened to resist, attempts to destroy it. Not impossible to destroy it or remove pages and things. It's just a very seemingly powerful dwarven artifact. So, maybe tug harder, and maybe it'll rip the page out.
All right, I can do that.
Oh, you want to try and cut it out with like this knife?
Sure.
For this
Cut it out
flaming finger.
with this knife.
Okay.
And then
It's a
that
+2
was
dagger. I don't know if that helps.
I mean, it doesn't hurt it. So, go ahead and I will say
Good luck, buddy. Oh,
we'll make it.
so bad.
I guess I won't make it an attack roll, but I guess we can make it an attack roll. All right. Make me an attack roll with this +2 dagger. Oh, and what's your goal?
just to slice out this one page.
Just like very finely right at the seam, so it's almost undetectable, or do you not care? Okay,
The less detectable, the better.
gotcha. Okay.
Get a +1.
Bardic inspiration. Doing it right. 8, 1, 1. So,
You have a charge.
do have a charge.
4, in fact.
Alright. I'll use a charge. Nope. 22.
All right, you. So let me ask you this. So you're gonna cut this,
Right.
and you're trying to go along the seam.
Right.
if it starts not going your way, are you gonna stop, or are you just gonna see this through? Like you start going, and then like it's sort of like this is old, clear paper, like vellum, almost like a fabric. So you start going, it sort of like catches, and you just kind of like out like a little bit. So it's not
Can you
like
fix this?
it's more like you're cutting, and then you kind of like not like that dramatic, but you're like,
Just a little.
and then it's you got to that moment where you're like, do I go back? Do I just go down? What's the plan?
I stop.
Wait.
I stop.
Mending.
Fix the whole page and then try again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say mending works. You take a minute here.
Alright, then we try again. From
Okay.
scratch. Except this time I'm going to do a rage.
+2 this time.
Yeah, but, do it recklessly.
Wait, no, we're trying to be careful. Don't be reckless.
What?
Be reckless.
Recklessly.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
With bardic inspiration again.
Yeah.
And +2.
Hey,
Natural
natural
20.
20.
+2.
Plus 10 and a 2, so that's a 43.
Sex strong.
So yeah, we'll say you
Much
the
strength.
second time you managed to cut it
Most precise.
pretty right along the side there.
I had to stand on the book in order to cut the page correctly.
I would have to too. The book's bigger than me.
Yeah.
And when you remove the page from the book, it
Oh, no.
just disintegrates.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
Oh well.
Oh,
But there is still the very fine line where the page was in the book. But the door does not open. No alarm bells that you know of go off.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool. Alright.
This was good. So now I think we should take Wildfire's suggestion. Try to add something in the black ink. No, it can't hurt. Let's make it less autobiographical this time.
Write a
because-
recipe.
Yeah.
I think you
Alright.
just
Didn't you figure
gotta add knowledge.
Didn't you
it
figure
seems
out
like.
how to make spicy paste?
Oh yeah, spicy
Do
paste.
spicy paste.
Yeah, put in the recipe for spicy paste.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't put
We
your
know
name
that-
anywhere on it.
Yeah. In hindsight, yeah.
Rick Spicy Paste.
God damn it, Rick!
Could be any Rick.
Rick the Black spicy paste.
No, but then they'll come after your kids, dude.
His kids.
They're still your kids too.
Are they?
Kinda.
Not really.
A little.
Nah.
You don't feel any fatherly
Rick the
affection
Great
at all.
Spicy Paste.
Fantastic. That is the best paste I've ever had.
It's so spicy.
Okay, so maybe they're not your kids, but at the very least, you're their uncle. You and Rick are furthest
Uncle
apart
Brick's
brothers.
spicy paste.
You are the same person, so calling you brothers is like
Yeah.
one step further than your actual
You're
relationship.
clones.
So they're kind of your nieces and nephews.
Kinda.
Yeah, but I don't really know them.
I don't really know my nieces and nephews.
You have siblings?
No,
You don't
You
have
don't
any
have
nieces and
that's
nephews.
why I don't know them.
Same.
But if I did, I wouldn't go out of my way to get them killed.
Alright, so just write spicy paste.
Recipe.
Lost puppy of Nib.
All right. Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I-
Once upon a time,
Am I the fucking puppy?
I think so.
there was a lost puppy
Named Zoe.
Zoe.
You know what? If it gets us to the door.
I'll write that story.
You do.
The moral of the story is it's okay to lean on your friends.
Oh, that's a wonderful story.
By the end, I was just like, maybe I should try that.
It doesn't open the door.
This doesn't open the door.
But it's a beautiful story, and maybe Rick has a future in children's books.
Ah.
He doesn't like the children, but he can write stories for them.
Yeah. Keeps them quiet, so it's
Can we look through all the things that are in the book already and see if there's any like
There's 5,000 pages.
or like I don't know.
Go ahead. Well,
Is there any like connection between them, like the type of information? Like I know that each
Do all
entry
the
is like
stories start with the same
one's a
word?
story, one's a recipe,
maybe.
one's an epic.
Why don't you make me an investigation check, and we can go on a break while you guys spend 2 days reading 5,000 pages.
No, I'm just looking for the first word of like the first 20.
Oh, okay. Well, make me an investigation check. Who's doing this?
Gosh.
Okay. Kaj, make me an investigation check.
+4.
Better. Plus 4, 17. Plus 4 is 21. Plus 14, is 35.
Well, that was the number. So.
Woo!
He's so invested.
Yeah, as you read through it, no, not the first word is not the same thing. They
Doesn't
don't
really
all
go
start with a certain
So-
letter. It doesn't spell a long thing. If you take the first letter of the first
Never
word
gonna
of
give
You up.
no, it doesn't do that. But
I roll.
you notice that throughout it, reading through these, there are like typos and grammatical errors mattered throughout this document.
There's like typos and grammatical errors smattered throughout this document.
Are they like similar to each other? And they're like, do they seem like purposeful typos?
Do they seem like
They don't necessarily.
none of them are corrected, crossed out?
Not that you, as you're reading through this, no.
Are there any like similarities in how
And
many
like how they're
typos?
like
Yeah.
it says brain instead.
Or like
of
they're
brain.
purposely using an apostrophe the wrong way?
You know, you don't see anything
Any
like
pattern?
Okay.
that. There's
How
you
many misspellings are there in like are there consistent numbers and
between like
Typos.
stories and stuff.
Story to
No,
story.
it's a variety. Some are like, oh, this is a run-on sentence. Some is like, oh, this should be a semicolon, not a comma.
but there is at least one per story.
As far as you can tell,
Go into your story and add an extra S somewhere. Or like an extra apostrophe at the end of a word that has an S, so it's wrong grammatically.
Okay.
I feel like that's an easy thing to like go in and add.
No, I agree, but I think
I'm
we
gonna
should
throw an extra comma though.
why don't we spend an extra couple minutes seeing if like trying to get a connection between them?
That's fair.
Like,
Alright.
is it the same number of words in on the sentence? Is it the same
that?
type of thing? Like, I'm meaning
Is
like,
there any correlation between any of the failure of the mistakes?
do they take
You
place?
just said it was all types of.
Yeah, like, do they take place at the same type of part in the story? Like, the
Story,
third sentence in always has a typo or something like that.
no, it doesn't seem like that because again, like one of them was a recipe that you saw.
Okay,
so
that's
it
fair.
doesn't.
Does each thing have multiple types of errors? Like one has a misspelling, a grammatical error, etc. Or like, do all the recipes have grammatical errors? Do all the stories have misspellings? Like, are they categorized but in any way?
When it doesn't. I mean, you can make an investigation check.
Gosh, feel like looking for this thing that I just thought of? 'Cause you're super smart.
Yeah, sure.
You're actually great at a lot of things, Ikash. Which is why I wanted you to have
Making
you
friends
specifically on this mission.
But alright.
I can hear you.
Ah, you're so smart, Ikash. Look for the thing. You get a +2 because you're so good.
Oh man, I feel like my brain's just not cleared. I feel like there's just something in the air that is just stopping me from being
Prestidigitation.
able to
I
focus.
prestidigitate the air around you.
Sorry, that was me. I get gassy when I'm nervous.
Oh, see, it smells more like attitude.
Oh, no. I didn't.
Too much hair product.
was that?
Maybe.
You're smelling you.
Too much
Actually,
hair product.
yeah, if you say too much hair product, that's definitely you, bro. Unless it's like beard oil, then it's you.
4. So that's 16. So that's 33 this time.
Okay. So what was it before that, or did you?
It was 31.
Gotcha. And then you just rolled again, or did you use a
Yeah.
charge, or did I miss the?
No, I just rolled the second time.
Got it a second time. Okay.
I figured the first one wasn't good enough.
Yeah, so as you look through it, you don't seem like it's not like every single thing has like every single version of a type of grammatical error. Again, just the nature of certain things. Like you don't really have run-on sentences in a recipe, right? Like it's not,
Right, it's
the,
not
the structure of how it's written is largely different. Like some of them are like limericks or poems or haikus. So like the way you can have grammatical errors, like, oh, look at this one, it's got 8 syllables. That's wrong.
Yeah.
So some of them are still like 684. What an idiot! Like who wrote this?
Okay.
But like if you, yeah.
Yeah.
Saka?
That's
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't hear you at first.
fair.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, so Rick will just change it a little bit to have an error.
Okay, he does. Billy.
What if I use the red ink
I don't think.
to underline errors in other stories?
Ooh.
Ooh!
Give it a shot,
I'll
bro.
do that. I'll fix a
How?
story.
Okay, which is like a random one.
A short one that doesn't have a lot
A
of
recipe!
I'll fix a haiku.
Okay. You fix
It
that.
has an extra syllables.
Yeah, you just kind of clear off. It's like
Yeah, but it's like
wanted, and you're like, oh, that should just be want.
Want,
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Fixed. Okay, so you use the red ink to fix a haiku, to fix it to be the correct amount of syllables. Are you doing like a spell check, like little squiggly line underneath it, or are you like crossing it
Teacher
out?
crossing it out.
I'm gonna trace over the ED and wanted as perfectly as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and the 2 letters disappear.
Haha.
The door is not open yet.
Do you have to go through this whole book?
No, there's no way you would have to go through this whole book. Bibliosoft doesn't have
She
months.
loves it.
Yes, but like if the queen has to get into the vault, the queen doesn't have several weeks to wait for Bibliosoft to finish this.
Well, she checks it.
Maybe you have to write a story with grammatical errors and then correct your own errors. Because there are still all these different
Go
stories.
take care of the errors that you put into yours now.
I go take care of the errors that I put into mine now.
You do that, and you fix your own errors, and you have fixed this one. And nothing has happened. I mean, it feels good. You have like that
do like
very
doing
with your
this.
19 intelligence. It does feel really good to
satisfying.
fix. You fix your own mistakes, which is less satisfying because you put them in on purpose.
Yeah,
But you
no,
fix
they are.
somebody else, and you look at that recipe of the gingerbread, and like one of them is very clearly it says tablespoons of salt, and you're like that. No, that's wrong. And you fix the tablespoons to teaspoons. And
Maybe you gotta fix one thing on each page.
Probably not.
Still
Still 5,000 pages.
I don't know. I'm just
And that
spitballing.
fixing your third
Aha! Roll a
the
3.
door opens.
Ooh, good teamwork, guys.
Teamwork, guys.
Up top, all
Yeah.
around. Does he Kaj?
Does not.
Okay.
Good job though.
Yeah, good job.
I still like touching other people.
That's
I
fine.
need Oz to roll me a percentile.
59, dudes.
Dudes.
So close.
It's not an 8.
How fitting.
Eight.
A bottle
I think.
of mystery flavored juice. The label just says prophecy. Your mileage may vary.
We got prophecy juice!
How
You
about
got
that?
prophecy.
There it is. I have prophecy juice.
Save it.
Yeah,
We got juice going right
we're
now.
good. We're good now.
We're flowing.
I actually, honestly, if the other team was here, I'd give them this because they could really use a little.
Yeah.
They could use
Yeah. I don't know if they
Yeah.
quite grasp
They don't
the
believe it.
I
They
feel like
try
Clyde's got
though.
the idea, though.
They do.
A
They
little
do.
bit.
Yeah.
They do try hard.
Clyde seems okay.
I don't know.
I think
They're right.
Clyde's great.
After spending time with Flint and Theron, I don't think they understand prophecy juice.
I think they just
I don't think they get
do
it.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they just like
they run on id.
they
it
just like
seems.
talk about things and agree on a solution,
There's something to be said about that as a
which
team
sounds
to be able to
different.
go through things and
Are
work.
you thinking about Theron again?
No.
Thinking about people listening to you and
Yeah.
coming up with a great name. So yeah, as
Sounds nice.
you correct the third thing, the door opens, but it's interesting in a very fancy calligraphal like dwarven runes, the word open is spelled, but as it finishes each section that like closes off like that slides away and it like
that's cool.
opens like that and then the next room is available to you.
Alright. We should go in right now
Wait.
after this break.
Okay.
Yes.
After these
I was gonna say we
messages.
should also like maybe like take a peek first to see if there's anything dangerous
Right.
or if there's people.
Yeah, but what if it's a room that only
Um,
works for you if you go straight through?
Wildfire.
Well, we are jumpers.
We just got prophecy juice. We're going in.
Okay.
That sounds so unlike us.
We'll be right back, folks. Hi, Internet. We're back. The party has successfully completed the 5th room of the Dwarven 7 security vault here of Carrickfern. You find yourself walking with, with purpose because very much it's very dark when you head out and very much like a video game. As you walk through, everything's very dark. Magical darkness. I guess a cottage can technically see. No, I don't know, can
Roll of eyes.
I don't know if it lets you see through magical darkness.
I detect the darkness.
I took it off this character sheet.
Because my boy.
You're so lucky to have me. Open eyes. Rove lets you see in all directions.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything specifically that it can see through magical darkness, so I assume it can't.
Yeah.
It just says you have dark vision out to a range of 120.
Okay, so magical darkness. You can't see. Nothing in the ethereal plane. And you guys walk through it. It's dark, and then it opens up into a new room. Very much fade to black. Open up,
Wow.
and the door, stone, shuts behind you, and you find yourself in yet
Feeling.
another room. So, the room that you are in currently is filled with bones.
Oh, the bone room.
Who's that?
Humanoid
That's different
Probably
context depending
dwarven.
on where you were.
animals as well
Okay.
in here. And you immediately begin to feel groggy.
Okay.
Oh.
Your tongue swells, and
Ugh.
you start to become short of breath, and you can see across the room is a door.
Mm-hmm.
However, with your current symptoms and the rough terrain of all of these bones, you're not sure you can make it across there, potentially,
Okay.
without
What?
passing out.
What if
time
I
is running
cast
out.
haste on
What
us?
do you do? You can.
What about me with my immunity to poisons and my parapet of health?
Which does what?
Immune to contracting any disease.
That is fair. So let's see.
Gosh, there.
Is there magic, Ikash? Does he still have it up? Or, right? He's the one who had it?
I did have.
Oh, he did have detect magic up, yeah. Because you guys dropped
there-
invisibility, so you're
Yeah.
all visible.
Is there magic?
Yeah, you'll see with your detect magic up, we'll say is still active for like another couple minutes. That there are pipes in this room that you can see that are pumping in a magical gas into this room.
There's
Dispel
pipes.
magic.
Everybody hold your breath. To pump it in magical gas.
Dispel magic?
Try.
I tried to spell magic.
You can dispel the gas that's coming into the room, which you do, and then it just continues to filter in from behind the pipes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's constantly
How fast
flowing.
is it pumping in? Like, is there like a brief moment where it's not there?
Like momentarily when you cast it, yeah, but then it just continues to pour in. You can see that all of the pipes kind of like you can see where they're going. They all head into like a separate offshoot room. What seems to be where all of the pipes congregate.
Can
6th. I cast fly with a 6th level spell.
Okay.
So everybody's flying.
Hell yeah.
So everybody's got 60-foot movement speed.
And they can. They're ignoring the terrain.
Okay.
oh nice. Can I only haste on one person?
If
You
you,
can
have twin,
upcast it.
No, you can't.
Oh, you can't upcast
If you have
haste?
twin spell, you can cast it on 2 people.
I was like, you can upcast haste.
What does this say? What happened to her?
You can upcast
Don't.
fly, though.
What's quicken spell again?
You
Quick spell is a bonus action.
Right. Alright, well let's fly.
Yeah. in that
Right?
case,
Hold your breath
yeah.
and just go.
I was gonna bonus action try and dash with my new fly speed.
Okay, to get to
Get to the door.
Door?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the door.
Is there a bonus
There's
aid
no.
total?
There's
Is there like
no.
a keyhole? Is there any seam?
It's another.
Is
It's the
it-
same as last time.
Same as the last one.
And it does. It seems. It's locked.
All right.
So the only other thing in here, aside from
Bones and pipes.
Use
bones
the
and pipes,
bones
is the pipe
to
that it
clog
goes.
the pipes.
The pipes. The room that the pipes all go into.
Can you just describe that again?
Yeah.
I'm having trouble visualizing.
Yeah.
So you've got a long corridor
Mhm.
with all these bones.
Magical darkness.
Magical darkness. Well,
Okay.
when you come into the magical darkness is gone.
Okay, sorry.
You come into this room, it's lit by non-flamed torches.
Okay.
You've got a long hallway, we'll call it 100 feet long, maybe 40 feet wide, full of bones.
Okay.
Big door at the other end, sealed shut. Pipes, 8 pipes, pumping in magical gas.
And
They are all kind of snaking around the room into an offshoot, like, side room.
Okay, so they're all like coming from this
side
offshoot
room,
side
yeah.
room?
Correct.
Presumably where the gas is?
Presumably. Could presume that, yeah.
Alright.
Can we see that room?
You can walk to it.
Alright.
Can I just go?
Alright, yeah.
Every once in a while, can I, as Rick, take my bag of holding and go,
Sure, I guess.
get that air, that good air.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
What's this what's this room look like?
Okay.
DM 10, I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you head into this room, and you can see there are 8 different pipes in a row, all with a valve
Okay.
on them. There is a red arrow on each one of those pipes.
Okay.
And then the red arrow is currently, they're all pointing to the left
Okay.
when you walk in. And you can see, basically, for lack of a better term, they have, they can all be turned up like 90 degrees. So you basically have 4 positions up, the 4 cardinal directions
Yeah.
here, and then they all have the red arrows are currently all pointing left. This seems to be where the gas is funneling out into the room. Where the gas is stored,
Okay.
you're not sure.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
it's somewhere else.
Gotcha.
But this is clearly the shut off for that.
Does it smell like methane? Which I know from the Underdark.
It's non.
Place is
It
full of
it actually doesn't smell like anything. The gas doesn't have any odor to it, but you can immediately feel all the effects of it. And you also would know, as a dwarven vault, this is magically enchanted gas, so it's not necessarily a poison or a disease.
Okay.
It is just a debilitating aerosol.
Gas of death.
Because again, if it was going to stop the dwarves, why would you put poison?
Fair.
I mean, it's probably also to stop other people, but in theory, you shouldn't be able to get this far
Okay.
unless you know what you're doing.
Okay. So do we want to start
Try to turn them.
turning things?
Yeah, hang on.
Can I investigate this first?
Yeah.
The question is do I cast Foresight? Because it's so good.
What else would you need that slot for?
Another teleport?
Do you have other slots you could use for teleport?
I can still do a teleport.
Sure you can
Will you make me your
I can
investigation?
do one more teleport with my levels level.
If things start going bad, I'll cast Foresight. Do I use Bardic Inspiration?
How many do you have left?
4 left.
You get +2.
We have 4 left?
He has 7.
I forgot that you have 7.
I'm gonna do it. Damn. 3, 4, 2. What's that? That's 7, 8, 9 plus 14. That's 23.
You don't have advantage on investigation checks, do you?
No, just perception checks.
Ah,
Do I? I don't think so.
no, I wasn't sure.
I'm
if
pretty
you
sure
did.
it's just perception.
Yeah, the robe of eyes is just perception. I couldn't remember if you did for some reason.
That's right.
Okay,
Sure
so
would like it.
you, well, that's great. Amongst the piles of bones here in the valve control room with your 22, you can see kind of, not like, doesn't seem like it's purposefully covered, but covered up is a book.
There's a book.
Read it!
I grab it. I read it. What's it say on the cover?
Read it!
It's a manual, so it doesn't really have like a clear like. I
Okay.
guess it's not like a tome; it's a manual.
Ah.
A maintenance manual.
It's a maintenance manual.
And you open up the book, and inside there's only a verse.
Oh.
And that's it. That's all it is. You open it up, blank page, verse.
What is
The
verse?
It's a
Verse
one-page
is-
manual.
The dwarf walks up to the bar for a drink. He raises his glass to his fellow soldiers. Don't let your hearts sink. Our battle was well fought. Let us down our ale for our fallen friends. There are still enough of us left to finish our task. We will claim victory for the righteous and worthy. In the past, we would have left this alone, but now we must do what is right.
Can you see
I
it?
read it again.
Up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
Thank you for following it. I knew what it was, but I don't have
I figured it out about 3/4 of the way
Yeah,
through.
I figured it out pretty quickly.
Up, down, down, left, right. What a weird choice of.
We do that.
Okay, you can hear the gas shuts,
I like
or
that. That's a fun
doesn't sound. I guess it doesn't make. It just stops pumping into the room, so the
We
valves
feel
are
better.
shut off.
Does
You
the
feel
door
better.
open?
Well, you're in the other room right now.
We poke our head.
It does not open, but there is now a keyhole
Ha!
in the door.
Look for
I
a
spy
skeleton
with
key.
my little eye.
I try and
bone
pick the
key.
lock.
All
I'm gonna
right.
look for a bone key.
Well, you can still do your things. Everybody do your things.
Bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you my guns. +4. I get a 13 for
Alright,
investigation.
So, boom.
Oh,
10, 26. What'd you say I get?
4.
26. That is 30.
I didn't roll. You rolled your bardic inspiration.
D12.
I don't think
D12.
I have one because Oz doesn't need one. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I almost dumped it without. So we found 4, so that's 34.
Okay. And you, what did you roll?
13.
13.
Yeah. A lot of bones.
There is a lot of bones.
Again, free Kaj.
What'd you get?
21 free Kaj.
This is for looking for stuff.
Yeah, and a
For like a
7
key.
for Rick.
Okay.
Yeah. Wildfire and Rick are both like, these are a lot of bones.
You know.
Where do you think they got all these bones? Did they
Uh,
collect them from the war?
no.
Are these the people who died here?
That's what I guess.
They stayed here.
Uh,
Why are there so many animals then?
so,
You know, I can't.
you
be
do a
concerned.
pretty good job. You can feel like definitely a portion of the tumblers have clicked into place, but it does not fully click. But as you're doing that, trying to figure it out, you with your passive perception just like look over and like, oh, there's a key under some bones right over here.
Oh, cool! I pick it up. And use it.
And then the door opens.
Found the key, guys!
He's so good.
Good job, buddy. Thanks.
Because he's close to the ground.
You know, I don't
I
appreciate.
feel like you probably hear that
No,
too.
he does.
Who do you say that to?
With my passive perception of a
Me
22.
and Rick are all the way on the other side of the room looking at bones.
In this,
She
She said it
in this,
purposefully whispery.
in this tunnel that would reflect sound very well.
I
What's your
dislike
what
not
is-
being able to have side conversations
What is your
without
passive-
somebody overhearing.
What is your passive
Very rude.
stealth? What is your,
Him?
what is your stealth plus 10?
12.
Oh, so your stealth is a 2.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, so no, I'm going to say, without actively saying you're trying to hide that yeah, you hear it.
I hear that too.
Yeah, does Rick hear it too? No, Rick doesn't.
Well, she whispered it to Rick.
Okay,
I
that's
still
true.
whisper it to Rick.
Yeah.
All right, next room, guys.
Let's go! Do-do-do-do-do.
In a similar vein.
You made a real boner with that comment.
What are you saying, Rick?
What? Oh, that's like a word for like a mistake.
Oh, it means something very different where I'm from.
Ah, vernacular. All right.
Such a silly thing.
Roll me, Celine, I need you to roll me a D74. Yeah, you guys go again through another bout of magical darkness before the door shuts behind you.
I hate that. I really do.
The door behind us? Yeah, ominous and creepy.
Seems like
25.
it's unnecessary.
25. An enchanted fishbone that attracts feral cats to your location.
I found that this is the perfect thing to find in this room.
Yeah.
You know what I just remembered?
What?
Oz has a glove that the finger writes like in ink.
Yeah.
It's like a pen glove. Shit.
Cool.
I really wish you guys just left that Rick story in
Yeah.
the book. Just in case somebody's like, well, gotta go into the sixth wall. They're just like scoping out the place. That's new. Why is it in red? Oh boy.
Only like 4 people know this story and could have written it here.
Uh-oh.
Let's go talk to those 4 people.
Nope, wasn't me.
Speaking of boners, Warboner8055. Yes, all of the VODs are on
Good
YouTube.
name.
Just because of the nature of the way it was before I split the content, the first 49 episodes are on the main Nerd Immersion channel, and then 50 to 106 are on the secondary channel. Though there are recaps covering high-level arcs for the first 49 episodes on Nerd Immersion Plays, the second YouTube channel. and then everything else is from 50 beyond is all there.
Should
So,
we make more recaps for stuff?
if you want to, sure. People wouldn't mind having recaps so they
I'm
can
not
skip ahead.
gonna do it.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
being honest. I'll do a
That's
lot
fair.
of things, but that's not one of them.
That's fair.
Wow.
I can't even go back and watch myself.
Are you serious?
I can't do it.
Why?
Not everybody's a narcissist, John. Not everybody wants to go back and watch themselves.
What do you mean?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I have a hard time like going back to last week's episode and listening to myself talk. I don't know how you do it, internet. I hate my own voice.
Well, maybe they didn't see last week,
I
so that's
also
how they go
hate
I
back
know,
and
but
watch
yeah,
it.
but I can't listen to my own voice.
Because it always sounds different to you than you think it does in your head.
You get over that.
You do.
I
You
have
get over that. You have to. You're gonna do stuff on the internet or podcasts or whatever. You get over it. Like
Real fast.
it
Especially
sucks
if you're
at the
doing your
start,
own editing.
but like eventually you're like, well,
I can
that's just
avoid
what
it.
I sound like now.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I kind of like it because out loud I sound funnier than I do in my head. 'Cause in my head, my voice is a little bit deeper, and out loud it's a little more whiny, and it's kind of funnier.
Good. You are fine.
Good.
Thanks,
and this
man.
nice little check-in.
Yeah. So what's in this room, Ted?
So
So what's going on? Where we at? Give us a
Anyway,
lowdown.
there's a bunch of old Batman comics that use the word boner for mistake, and it's just hilarious all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
like, oh man, left my coffee cup at home.
Yeah.
What a boner.
Joker makes big boners in Gotham.
I made a huge boner yesterday, guys.
See? It's great. All the time.
Bricks.
Yeah. So what's in this room?
So in the 7th and final room of the Dwarven Vault is a bunch of different things that you see here. So there was like a fog that persists through the whole area. There is torches, again, the continual flame, non-flame torches throughout here. But you can see a variety of interesting things here. You see a shield that you recognize of the top half of a black dragon
I know the shield.
What is
on
it?
a pedestal.
Oh, this is the shield of, oh crap. He's a dwarven hero. What was his name?
Break.
Something about.
Break-in?
No.
Oh,
no.
no.
Dwarf. He was a dwarf.
Brecken was a human and founded
Yeah.
Bricken's homestead.
Oh no. Past timeline, we got this shield to get Bricken's stuff from the dragon.
Yes.
Right?
didn't find.
Okay.
Yes.
My
Wasn't-
wires got tangled.
Timelines, am I right?
Yeah, timelines.
What a boner.
It's funny all the time.
Anyway,
I'll think of it. You.
Okay.
this is your area of
there's a
expertise.
big tower shield that's the top half of a black dragon's skull sheared off with the horns on it. You can see, you actually see a metallic humanoid figure that is there, like seemingly powered down, I guess one could say, or seemingly
Oh fuck.
here present in this space.
That's not good.
Do you see the thing you need to get?
I just described 2 things, Celine.
Yeah, no.
Calm
I have
down.
ideas.
Let him describe a third
I'm
thing.
sorry.
God damn.
Continue the description.
Well, now I
master.
don't want to do it.
I'm sorry.
Wow. I'll just end the stream now. I don't even feel like talking anymore.
Aww.
Just kill
Well, guys, this was a lot of fun.
I gotta work on Christmas. Celine's cut me off.
Alright,
before I
so
can
you
finish
walk
the
into
start.
a room. I'm taking over the stream.
I just cut that mic.
It's full of boners. Mistakes. It's full of mistakes. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Anywho, I'm sorry. I will let you.
Credit all the time.
I will let you speak to completion.
Oh, thank you. Anyway.
Enjoy while it lasts.
Yeah, we'll see. I won't make it through the rest of this conversation before she interrupts. There we go.
Garrick Dragon Basher. It's the Dreadwall. I remember.
That's the shield.
That's the shield.
Gotcha.
It's got a lot of history.
Do you want it?
No, I'm not gonna what? Steal it? That's nuts.
I didn't ask if you were gonna steal it. I asked if you wanted it.
I'm gonna eat. Of course, I want it.
All right.
I got this nice axe.
You do.
Great with it.
It would go great.
You can see a very old but pristine looking anvil. It's big. It's bigger than. It's probably like 10 feet tall by about like 20 feet wide. This anvil that's here.
Does this look like Moradin's anvil?
I mean, it would Would you know?
Maybe. I'm pretty dwarfy.
Make a dwarfy check.
Come on, be dwarfy. Natural 20!
So dwarfy!
Yeah, much dwarfy. Yeah, you would guess that this is probably Moradin's anvil, the anvil of songs. As it's called.
I'm not gonna touch it, but I really do want to.
You also see
This axe was made on that anvil. That's awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so excited about it.
That's super cool.
you also see next
Such
to
a
it
nice shield.
as well is a very large pick and a very large hammer of similar make, which you would guess would be the brutal pick and the shaping hammer, also Moradin's instruments. You don't see a presence here, though, of the Earthheart Forge, which is the forge in which these things were created. The anvil where it was made.
And dwarves too, right?
Yeah, dwarves as well. The forge is not here.
Okay.
But that's a little harder to move.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or, I mean, they're not easy tasks to move either because
No.
they're giant. But yeah, you
Significantly easier than a forge.
correct. The pick and the hammer, you don't think, you could even, they would be unwieldy because they are also of a similar size to be worked on said anvil.
Right.
So,
Bigger than me,
hard to wield as a weapon, in theory.
in theory.
So those are all here.
Do they smell like magic?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your nostril here burns off
Oh,
from the amount of magic in this room.
Oh,
that's
But
gonna
it's
be
like a
awkward.
good magic. It's a good burn.
Oh!
It's like magic. Woo! It's like magic cocaine in here. It's just,
Magic dwarf cocaine.
yeah, you feel like
Sort
at
of Ric
least
Flair now.
feel like I'll never make a boner again.
you feel like while you're in this room, you have the effects of cocaine induced haste in the moment because it smells so magic.
It was on the inside.
And you could tell.
Got a little skin fleck.
Thank you.
Got it.
Let's see.
It's weird.
Love you.
There's a big there is a maul in here, a large hammer that has on the face of the maul a mug, like a mug of ale. That's here. I guess you can make me another dwarfy check.
Dwarfy check.
In hindsight,
Natural 1.
Aww.
Give. Take.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So you obviously you don't know you can't remember what this one's called.
Oh yeah, this is
Rick, you could literally call it anything and we wouldn't know the difference.
No, it's definitely not called anything.
What about the magic drinky hammer?
No.
So you would know the story. So this is supposedly, again, some legendary artifact maul. But one of the interesting things about it is if you were to say, take it, if we take it and say we take the head of the maul and you were just to take it and turn it over like that, supposedly the story goes that will just pour from the head of the maul, dwarven hearthmean, and it makes an infinite supply of it.
Oh.
This is a standard shaped maul, not overly sized,
Right.
massive, but that's
Yeah, this is a drinking mall.
Magic drinking ball.
All right.
Like a David Buster's.
Do you want to fill up some flasks?
Because it's like a mall.
It's a slow burn. I liked
Thank you. No, I don't think I should touch any of this
Do you
stuff.
see the thing we're looking for?
Well, he hasn't finished his list yet. so-
Oh,
There-
still? Okay. Okay. Alright.
I'm explaining to you item by item what these things are. I would
like to point out
appreciate
that I
a
am
little
not the one who's in
bit
charge
of respect for my heritage.
And actually, this is
much respect.
and this is the most excited you've been in weeks. So
I was
I'm
gonna say you're
I'm
very
happy to
upbeat
see
right
you
now.
happy.
Go right
Rick.
ahead. Tell us all about your culture.
Thank you.
Please continue.
and you see a very large, which was probably the prototypical belt of dwarven kind. But this one looks a little fancier. Smells a lot more magic. Smells in a similar way to well, make me a history check. Let's see if you can remember what this one's called.
Dwarfy check number 3.
So dwarfy.
Middle dwarf.
So I have a 19 intelligence. So that's a 15.
Well, it would be double proficiency bonus for these dwarfy checks.
Oh, okay. So then a
Because
20.
this is a stone cunning, pretty much. For
Aha.
lack of a better term.
Oh, so I'm proficient in these checks.
Yeah, you're a dwarf.
Oh.
Flint is not. You get, you get these proficiency bonuses.
Would be like, I don't know, seems dwarf.
okay.
It's a hammer.
Dwarfy.
Is it a hammer? Did I do it?
In that
Hammer?
case,
Crushed
then it will be a 24.
Yeah, this is the belt of Moradin. This is not a Moradin item. This is not a thing that he had. This is something that one of the first, like one of the major dwarven or like magic items crafted, which is what all belts of dwarven kind were based on. Is this prototypical one? So they just kind of couldn't call them all belts of Moradin because then it's not as prestigious.
Yeah. you can
So
only
just
really
a belt
do
of
one.
dwarven kind, which in theory
It's
makes
pretty
sense.
still
It's derivative
prestigious.
of that.
Sure.
But this functions as a belt of dwarven kind would, but also does things like supremely increase someone's strength, like similar to the belts of giant strength. But this is more like a belt of Moradin strength.
Yeah.
So. And some other things.
I honestly don't think I'm worthy of taking any of this stuff.
You know what? I understand why you feel that way.
I really want this belt.
All right. Well,
And that mall.
and the shield.
Mostly the shield.
Mostly the shield.
Because I got the axe now.
You do. They go well together.
You do feel like a slight, while this is going on,
I feel
you
a
make me
slight
a
kinship
perception.
to Abu from Aladdin.
Touch nothing, only the lamp.
25.
Okay. You feel like a thrumming between the axe and the anvil.
Ooh.
You see your book, and through a series of concentric, seemingly serrated circles embedded in the chest of that mechanical figure
Oh, fuck.
is the book, like inside it. So you need to open it up and then extract it out.
All right. Who? This is gonna be a team effort thing, guys. I need all eyes on me.
Okay, 1 second.
All right. What
One second.
do we need to do?
I touched the
Rick.
No, let him do it.
axe to the
Alright.
anvil.
Okay, as you do that, you feel like a slight thrumming to the shaping hammer as well.
I touch the shaping hammer as
When you do, it shrinks in size to be appropriate for you to use, and when you look back at the anvil, it is of a size that you could use as well.
Guys, am I tripping balls, or did that stuff just get reasonably sized?
No, it did.
I mean, I must be
A dwarf.
worthy, right?
Oh, Rick.
You know more about Moradin than I do, bro. I trust you in this area.
I don't think we should try to take it or anything.
Oh, no. I don't think we should try to take it, but like,
It's cool.
what
Feels.
Wait.
So good.
Feels
Rick.
right.
Can we, in case something bad happens after we do this, can we just take care of this guy first?
No,
I'll get my thing, and then we could do whatever you want before we leave.
Okay.
Sound good? I do want your help on this one, because there are serrated
It
blades.
feels
You know what?
bad, man.
Why don't you just stay over there? I'll see if I can do it.
No,
with just-
I'll come.
Okay,
What if I
cool.
need to beat something to death?
That's
That's true. You're our best man for it.
legitimately what I need you for.
Yeah, so I'm here.
Okay.
No,
So-
I'm here.
You say serrated, like tube serrated blades.
So imagine
Yeah.
like a camera aperture,
Okay.
but like a series of camera apertures that all look like sharpened metal blades that you would need to spring open to like get inside. So it's like a series of those. So like this one's now open, then get in and turn the next one, and looks like it would be just big enough to get both of your hands in to get the book
Okay.
and to extract the book back out.
Oh,
Okay.
And
turn them
based-
into their blade.
Wait.
Based on that, it looks like the book weighs about 25 pounds.
Shit. All right.
So if you get closer and really investigate
Yeah.
it, it's bigger than you, so you might need a
Yeah,
boost
might need a
or
boost.
something to get up there to look at it.
You wanna-
I appreciate that, but first, Akaj, can you help me look at this thing, see if you can figure out how to stuff? I'm gonna help.
You're gonna help me investigate it?
+4.
I was gonna.
Cool. Yeah. No, I like that idea. That's a great idea.
Gosh,
I'll give
throw it.
myself bardic inspiration. 2 left after
It's a good move.
right?
Ooh, natural
Natural
20. 1.
1.
21.
Fine. So 35 plus
4.
4.
39.
Yeah, so when you look at these, there is 7 rings, aperture rings, to get to the center. And when you look around the outside edge, there's a very fine, like, little metal pin and, like, a complicated track that, like, it looks like if you were to slide that all the way to the end and get it into the locked position the whole way along, it would spin open the aperture, and then you need to get inside to the next one and do the same thing 7 times, but it seems very, like, the pins are just barely, like, locked in, so,
Yeah.
like, a little bit of a jostle and you might let loose one of the next set of pins.
Okay.
And then it seems, again, because the nature of this thing not needing to ever be looked at again is such a way that you would need to... someone trying to get it without the, proper knowledge and things would need to put both arms in to get it. So that way, if things go wrong, you're sans arms.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'll tell you what, it looks like you just kind of got to maneuver these pins around, get them into lock positions, but real delicate. So,
All
good
right.
luck. That looks like a heavy book.
I think. Whew. All right. I'm gonna try this.
This is why I saved this. And against foresight on us.
You
Guys.
see everything.
Guys.
Yeah.
Is this how you feel all the time?
What is foresight?
No, it's only something I feel.
8 hours a day.
In fact, most of the time I don't cast it just in case I need it for something else.
Oh wow! Like I get the attitude. I got advantage on a bunch of stuff because I can
Everything.
see in the future.
Nice.
Yeah, just like a little bit though.
Everything for 8 hours.
Just like a little.
Nice.
You touch a willing creature and bestow a limited ability to see into the immediate future for the duration the target can't be surprised. Has advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target for the duration. Spell ends immediately if you cast it again before its duration ends, which is very difficult to do. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
near
spell.
impossible.
All right. Cool. So this is what I would like if it's okay with you guys. Wildfire.
Yes.
Hate to do this. I need you to get down on all fours so I can stand on your back.
Okay.
Rick
Guidance.
and eat. Oh, thank you.
Ow.
I can cast guidance.
You can?
Yeah,
I feel so.
I do
That's
it.
nice.
Feels like I
Excellent,
did.
some cast guidance.
I want
We
Rick.
both do it every time.
Oh, okay.
If you and Ikaj could just focus on this thing and make sure it doesn't come to life and try and kill me.
Okay. What if I... No, actually, that's a great idea.
Right?
I'll do that.
Right? Alright, cool. Whew. I'm going in, guys. Wish me luck.
Okay, save it for when you need it, because there's only 2 left, but... I believe in you.
Thanks, Ikaj.
You'll be okay, as long as you don't lose your arms today.
Well, we got one prosthetic on it back at the Veil Guard.
I actually have it on me.
This could be convenient.
Still in my inventory.
So just be careful, because I'm not ready to get stuck in here for the rest of my life. We don't have anybody who knows Goodberry, so that'd be a problem. And I'll tell you something. Good luck.
That's beautiful. Alright, I try to maneuver the apertures open and guide the pin.
Okay, go ahead and make me
What kind of checks are these?
these.
Can you guide the pin with mage hand?
Are
And then use your hands to get the book? That
Yeah,
was
the
something.
the pin locks in place.
Yeah,
as
I gotta
long as you're
move the
careful.
aperture and then put in the pin. So
And
either way, I put my hands in.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay,
gotta
okay,
move
okay. Gotcha,
7
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha,
pins
gotcha,
for
gotcha,
7
gotcha.
different apertures.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay.
It's
Carefully.
like that one movie, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers or whatever.
That's not at all
Is that
Yep, it's just
what
like
this
that.
is like.
It's just like
I'm
that.
intimately familiar with that movie.
So what am I rolling?
these
movie,
are
Undertones.
I guess either
One
lock
could call this
picking or
exercise.
hand checks. I think they're the same.
Same number for me. All
Alright,
right.
so we.
Going for the first one.
Guidance.
+4.
Damn.
We got a 9 and a 2 on those rolls. So that is
Do you
wait,
want
what'd
to
say?
use?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use it. Did I give you back the D12? I did. Can you just roll it for me?
What is this, sleight of hand?
Yeah. So I'm starting at a 26. That's the lowest I can get. But yeah, let's see what else I can do.
4. 30.
Oh, and 4. 34.
34?
Yep.
Sure.
You sure you want to use that bardic inspiration for that?
You get the first pin locked into place.
I mean, it's like the yeah. Yeah. I mean, it already happened.
Alright!
So,
Second one.
first pin locked into
Wait.
place.
Bardic inspiration.
Thanks, man.
I'm not doing the whole song again.
Rick, got him!
Good luck. 2.
Also 2.
33.
Okay. Make it into the second pin.
Rick,
1.
also 1.
You also have
4 charges.
Do you have luckies?
I do. I have 1 lucky left. But it's like I'm getting decent rolls, but they're just like not good rolls for Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should point out that having done the first one, the second one seemed a little bit harder.
So yeah, they're getting consecutively harder as I go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this would you? I got 2 from you guys. So that'd be a 28. I'm gonna try a lucky.
Okay.
All right. That's an even 30. So I'm gonna stick with the 30.
Okay. You lock the third pin into place.
All right. God fucking damn it! I'm rolling like shit. 2.
3.
I got a lot more to go.
This is what, number 3? Number
This
4?
is we're on to this is aperture number 4.
This is number 4.
So you're halfway there.
Yeah, but I only get one more. I only have one one bardic inspiration left. I do have 4 charges though. I'm gonna use 1.
Okay.
That's food. Oh, it's a natural 1, which I re-roll because I'm a half-one. Yeah. And that is a 16 on the roll. So that is, you said I got a 3, so that's a 60, 36, 39.
Okay. You make it past the fourth aperture.
If you're not feeling super confident, we could wait an hour
And then we could just start over.
and I could have 7 bardic inspirations,
3.
1 for each.
Fair.
You
Well,
used-
let's
did
see.
you use a charge?
I used 1 charge. Well, I would say stay here
Yeah.
in case I use the rest.
1.
15. What'd you say?
3.
3. 32.
Okay. You make it past the fifth aperture.
Oh, 1.
2.
That's a solid 2 d4.
It's
Consistent, if nothing.
It's Strahd die.
You get a +2.
Thinking.
Okay.
One more thing. I'm gonna use 1 more charge.
Okay.
All right. You said 2? 2, 15, 33.
They all 5 of them close immediately. It was a 34 was the DC for that one.
All right.
So you've got a pin, you've got an arm in there, and your arm. Which arm would you? What's your maneuver?
It would probably be the right one. Oh no, I said Oz is a lefty, so it's probably the lefty.
So
So
he doesn't
you're-
get a saving throw or anything?
No, these are. You're in,
It is, yeah.
and I mean at this point something's getting cut. So Oz's
Carver
left
eyes,
arm
prosthetic. Go again.
is in 5 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your arm, and then 5 about 4-inch chunks all the way out to the fingers, or I guess maybe fingers, and then so that happens.
It does.
Yeah.
Oz yells a lot.
You guys watch as Oz's arm gets cut into 5 pieces.
Fuck! Fuck!
Should I?
You should do something!
I'm gonna say your hit points immediately get cut in a quarter.
Cure wounds.
I got this arm.
It's the first level cure wounds.
fucking arm.
I cast another first level cure
Goddamn
wounds.
10 fucking shit.
And cauterize it.
I don't want to talk right now. I lost my arm, and no one said, "How are you?" You said, "Ugh,
Well, you were yelling.
lost your arm."
You were
Cure-
yelling,
cure
so we
wounds.
kind of
Yeah,
figured how you
stop.
were.
I am
Stop.
healing you currently.
I need a fucking minute.
You don't want me to heal you.
No, I was.
You weren't talking to me. Good.
That's 2. So
Yeah.
All right, so that's 15. Let's see, 23.
5 pieces. They worked their way through the inners.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah, they hit the ground.
This is fucking gross.
34 health for you there, buddy.
I'm gonna clean up his arm bits.
You're
I go sulk for 10 minutes.
which is bad because you got to relive like as it was happening, slightly a little bit twice through your foresight.
Oh no.
Oh no, I shouldn't do that. Oh god!
This is gonna end poorly. All right.
Whatever I do, just don't fuck up on this one little bump here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
I take 10 minutes and de-attune to the luck stone. Thanks for nothing. And I will.
I mean, that was a solid +1.
Yeah, but
It wasn't a +2.
I needed one more.
Fair.
No. I'm gonna de-attune to the cloak of the bat, and then I will attune.
Oh, they fixed. Sorry, prosthetic limbs. They adjusted in Tasha's Cauldron. Everything are no longer attunement.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
So, because they didn't want to.
Can't be removed against your will. Does that include being cut off?
That's a
No.
little bit different.
Nah.
It means you can't be like, hey, give me that. Give me a hand. And pull his arm off.
All right.
I was shot.
Yeah, it was. If it gets messed up, there's no
Downside?
bodily injury in
To
this.
you?
In this, at least unless you get to the next one, and then
And it goes a little bit further up the arm.
Let's see.
all right.
Try again?
Yeah, but like,
Wait an hour so we can help you more?
I was just gonna say, give me some time to think, but also like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Alright there, buddy.
First off, let's wait an hour so that I can help you better.
Yeah, we just said that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention, guys. I was thinking.
That's fair.
Okay. Secondarily, what I'm going to do is I am going to cast the contingency spell.
Okay.
Okay. And the contingency is as soon as that aperture starts to close, I'm going to cast the polymorph spell on Oz to turn him into
Okay.
so that he immediately shrinks down to a size where he cannot be
Harmed.
harmed.
So you have to cast
Harm.
contingency and also polymorph.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So you dock yourself minus whatever healed. So 30 hit points minus whatever you got healed for.
30. You hit me for 34.
Yeah.
So you're back and forth. Okay.
All right. Hour later.
In that hour, does Rick do anything, or is he just like?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't know how if he. Well, it's Rick now, especially. I don't feel he's gonna be like, well, this would be insensitive. If he has to be like, well, he's not doing anything.
No.
So.
Well, see, the question is can I do anything with it? Because I don't have any heat source. Hey there, Wildfire.
Wait, what? Sorry,
What you doing?
I'm reading animate objects.
You are.
Exactly, basically how seeing it would work.
You're not sure that it technically, at least with this
Needs.
magical humming, if you need a true
Heat
heat
source. All right. I am going to make an item. Yep.
Cool.
Out of
Well, again, remember it's the axe, the anvil, and the hammer.
right. They're
that
all
are-
work. Do I think that I might be able to work on this axe?
You can go ahead and try.
I could go on ahead.
You have Smith Tools proficiency,
Yep.
and you're a dwarf.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you advantage because this is the Anvil of Songs.
Yeah. Let me just switch
So
over to
dwarf.
work.
The most dwarf.
The dwarfiest of the
The
dwarfs,
dwarfy
one
check.
might say.
Go ahead and make me another dwarfy check with advantage.
What's this? This is strength
roll
check.
for dwarf.
Sure.
This intelligence check.
Well, yeah, we'll make
As
it.
long as it's not a charisma check.
It's not charisma. We'll make it a strength check because that's how I feel like Rick does his forging. Is more strengthy based.
Yeah.
Strengthy dwarfy.
Strengthy dwarfy. Dwarfy check.
Here we go.
Dwarfy check.
Dwarfy strength check.
Guidance.
Roll for dwarf.
4.
Hey, alright.
Nice.
9. 4 is 13. And I double my proficiency bonus on this. So that's 19. 23 plus 5, 28.
Okay. So, you don't get a short rest or anything during this time period. But with the Anvil of Song's ability, as well as the hammer and all of this stuff working together, it does. I mean, people talk about, like, when people are really working on stuff, how it makes the working of metal and all this stuff kind of, like, can sing as a way, and it does make some sort of very weird, like, dwarven-y, folk-sounding kind of music as you're banging on the hammer and reworking this. And you, during that time period, while you are waiting, acclimating to your new
My
life,
new arm.
Your
I'm just
new arm.
trying to
I
get
rub his back
the finesse down.
Sure.
I rub your back supportingly.
And you are
While
able
firing for
to
him.
rework the axe of the Dwarf Lords into a great axe.
Oh.
You know, Rick, I'm just happy you're happy.
Look at this thing.
It's very cool.
Imagine the axe of the Dwarvish Lords with its all sort of bedazzled, bejeweled
But
axe. But there's a secondary head on the other side.
Do you think you should leave Storm Heralds here? It's kind of like a...
It's not even a close approximation.
No, but it's an axe. Is it better than nothing? I don't really know how this works.
No, I'm gonna go talk to Craig McKnuckles and see if he can set me up
So again,
to be able to use
that-
both of them.
Right.
but now with
Both sides.
two heads that
Right.
that mirror each other perfectly.
Well, they do say 2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah.
So,
Do you?
Yeah.
that's what I've heard.
The only thing I know that has 2 heads is an Etten, and
2
they're
heads.
dumb as
More
shit.
meat.
What?
What?
Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
Subtle difference, but I like them both.
The tinkle, tinkle, tinkle is what the sound of
Tinkle,
this
tinkle death?
Tinkle death.
Bill Tinkle Death.
It shall be called Tinkle Death.
Yes.
Makes it his own now.
Kill people while they're peeing.
This tinkle shall be their last.
A special propensity for just tracking down people at the worst possible time.
Oh
It allows you to
The
detect them when
dwarven
they're
thrower.
the most vulnerable.
It's like going like this towards this guy. This guy's taking a leak in the bush. Just
Get what you deserve. You should be just wherever you want underground. It's very rude. Smell travels.
And it's particular.
That's what I
It
hear.
is. All right.
Take 2.
Take 2.
All right, let's do it.
Cash.
Bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
I'm switching up some dice. I got the Essentials Kit dice on me. Let's see if that helps.
What do we got?
Three.
We're to shape it with the shaping.
First off, 34.
Plus 3.
Great.
Sorry, 37.
So you succeed on the first ring.
Second one.
And you have Bardic inspiration.
I do.
Yes.
Whenever you're
Three,
feeling
said?
close to it.
31.
Second ring.
1. So you only get 1.
That is an even. Wait. What number are we on?
3.
Yeah, give me a bargain inspiration.
9.
39.
Okay. Third ring.
It's Bardic inspiration.
Fuck.
1.
3.
For guidance.
Biden's bargain inspiration.
5.
3.
34.
Nice.
That was the fourth one, right?
That was the fourth one.
All right, you guys are you're losing your steam dice.
Bardic inspiration.
Yep, these guys are lost.
Still got 2
Four.
charges.
Got a 4 there.
I got a 4 there
For my guidance.
for your guidance. So
Yep.
that is an even.
You can take one of my charges if you want.
No, that's good. Thank you.
I've got.
One more bardic inspiration for me.
Look at it, make it 8 layers in this aperture.
8, 38.
Okay, you're good.
Alright, switching
inspiration.
dice.
We are at the
Natural 20.
Okay, we're on the 6th
3.
layer, so this is
3.
where we lost it last time.
So
Wait, did you count did the natural 20 count?
No, this
Okay,
is, this
yeah,
is,
so-
this is the 6th roll.
Okay. So that was 36 plus 3, so 39.
Okay, you are on to the final roll.
There's no way this will end poorly.
3
Skipped out of the
for
box.
guidance.
30, 33. Bardic inspiration.
5.
3, 5,
8.
38. 38!
No. Are you sure?
if you do
Plus
a
2.
minute. Oh,
Oh!
that's a smart move.
Hell
Smart
yeah, buddy.
than you.
So
Cat is super sweet.
even 40.
Okay. You get the 7th pin locked into place,
Mm-hmm.
and the book is there.
All right. I'm gonna do a
Bardic
quick.
inspiration.
I would
Guidance!
before I go in, before I put my head in, I would like to do a quick investigation check to see if I see any like pressure plates where as soon as I get it up.
Don't forget to put
Chompy,
in the
chompy.
trap.
Sure.
Don't forget to put in the trap one. Are we leaving something? So if they look at
Oh
check?
yes, thank you.
Yeah. Indiana Jones it.
We'll say there's enough room to do that.
Okay, cool.
You can attempt to do a swap. Swap.
+3.
Plus 3. This is for the investigation checks. That's a 23. Investigating to see if there's basically if this has all been a fucking sick ruse, and as soon as I move the book, I'm losing my arms again.
No, you don't see any like pressure plates that if you take don't bump the edges.
Yeah, just like the obvious don't
operation,
bump the edges shit.
Yeah, you don't think that there's anything like that. So I'll say there is enough room to do a
A swap.
swappy.
All right,
So that'll be another sleight of hand check for the swappy.
here I go, guys.
+3.
Let's go.
From me.
I gotta pick my favorite dice on this
Bardic
one.
inspiration.
These two. Natural 1. Halfling! That is a 12. What did you say?
3.
12. 3.
I rolled 3.
Oh, can I get a bardic
Ah,
inspiration?
yes, yeah, of course. Whoop, not that one though. 10.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Ha, D12.
12. 38. 38. 41.
Okay, so you get an even swap. And as you're taking the other book back out, because you had to do a swappy swap, about halfway out, I need you to make me a strength check, because you're holding that book with one hand as you're coming back out.
You got advantage on it though.
I
Still.
do.
Can I give him a guidance?
Okay, I'll say you guys have pretty much... Yeah,
Right
I mean,
up in there.
I'd say you could give him guidance, because you would have had guidance twice already. So you would have had whatever your guidance was from the last one.
Bardic inspiration though.
Oh, so it was 3. It was a +3.
Yeah, I mean,
Same with
would you have? Because he
Again?
got the book. Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, I got him to burn. Might as well.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he does the swap. Would you immediately do it again? You know what you see what I'm saying? Because, like,
Not if he was already on his way out.
that's what
right?
I'm saying. That's the question.
I used all my charges, and the last roll was a natural 20.
All right. You pull the book out. You have it. It's your little tiny fingers are shaking. Your arm is shaking as you've been one hand palming, like palming this 25-pound book.
Yeah, I'll just hold on to that for you.
And
You did it, buddy.
You have this book. The apertures are all still open.
Oh, and they weren't like that when we found it.
They were not.
Can we just like
Yeah, I was just
poke
gonna.
the side and like knock it loose?
Well, I wasn't gonna do it with any of our bits. Oh, I'll do it with one of my +2 magic daggers from my
Or
belt.
just use mage hand.
Yeah.
This is more
Same
fun.
thing.
7 apertures shut. And you have...
I cast polymorph on him with my contingency.
You do. You're
I
now a
swoop him up
newt.
real fast.
Oops. He's a lizard boy.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Look at him, he's so cute.
You're also a reptile. So
That's Rick.
that's Rick. Oh, that is Rick.
Can
I
you
forgot.
tell?
Can't you
Got-
tell by the voice and the
It's
laughter?
like, no, he is a little lizard guy.
Alright, I guess we should probably get out of here then, huh?
Yeah, teleport out.
Yeah, let's give him a little dignity though. And polymorph.
Okay.
I don't want to be that guy, but newts are amphibians, not lizards.
It's true.
You didn't know that because your brain was the
Ah,
size
shit!
of a newt.
I forgot about that.
So you can't be that guy.
I called you a reptile.
I've been called worse.
A lizard. That's right. All right.
Wait. Before we leave, I need you to take I need to go to Bricken's homestead right now. So, teleport us there, please.
Oh, okay.
What?
It takes a minute. I was like, should we maybe wait and get our rest on?
Out in here.
Why
Why?
can't we rest at Brickens?
Where's a safer place to take a rest than right here?
I mean, if people show up, like the pub in Bricken's homestead, where they have alcohol.
They know you, so it's less weird. It's an alibi.
yeah, I'm leaving.
Alright,
We're out.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Good place to take a rest.
I lost my arm in here. I don't really want to chill.
Do
Oh.
you take your bits?
Yes, I said I cleaned him up
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't gonna take him.
Okay.
and prestidigitated the blood and stuff, so it didn't look like we were here.
Okay.
That's
I love you,
I know.
Anvil. I'm gonna miss you.
Oh,
You too, man.
before we leave, Oz is gonna go over to the anvil.
Yeah.
And he's gonna kneel. And he's gonna put one hand on it.
Okay.
And basically just say a quick little prayer to Morden and be like, Morden, please forgive me for what I have done. I hope you see that I'm just doing the best that I can, and I sincerely apologize.
And I will return your book at some point.
I don't say that.
Oh,
Don't say
Okay.
that part. I'm not coming back in here. I lost my arm.
that's fair. It's pretty simple.
Throw the book into the apertures. Be like, good luck, book.
Frisbee it in.
Now it's destroyed forever.
All right. Then you guys teleport to Bricken's homestead.
Yes, we do.
Nice.
Heist complete. Part
Yeah.
1.
Part of the first.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's take a rest.
Yeah. Let's get a drink.
Okay.
I want
Oh,
starshine.
Let's get a drink.
I want starshine. And a bed.
You know, when we get back to the tire, Clack could probably fix. Who fixed my arm?
Clyde.
Yeah, Clack can fix your arm.
Alright.
She fixed mine.
Cool. I would probably.
Your man looks pretty cool.
Right? I look dashing. We'll see what Bruce thinks.
Okay.
I think you'll like it.
I think he will too. He's got all that
It gives you character.
stuff, and now I'm part stuff.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see what
Who
happens.
knows?
He's got things, you're part stuff.
Right.
Things
Perfect.
and stuff. Well, how could this go wrong?
Match made in Barovia.
All right. So you guys make your way to Judge and Jury, the place you normally would go to, the inn
Mm-hmm.
in Bricken's homestead, and that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. So
We did it!
just so you're aware, the DC started at 24.
Okay.
Okay.
24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 38.
Oh.
And the swap was a DC 40
Okay.
Okay.
to do it without
Yeah.
triggering. Because if you didn't hit that, then the apertures close and then it animates and then you have to fight it.
That makes sense.
So you managed to just beat it so it didn't recognize that anything was different.
Yeah.
So it didn't know to animate.
Suck it, Indiana Jones.
Well, and also if it animates, its head opens up and just starts blaring a siren, and then you fight it. So people are now aware something's going on, and you also have to fight this thing.
Was it tough?
I would have just teleported
What?
out
Oh,
at that
tough.
point.
Yeah.
Well, it takes a minute to cast teleport.
Yeah.
Ring.
Oh, fuck me then, huh?
I mean, sort of.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Sorry,
Sorry
guys.
for the thing that would have been impossible if I wasn't here.
Yeah, that's the other part. Great idea bringing a cottage just for the bardic inspiration.
Yeah. that was
the
real
foresight
handy.
was kind of handy too.
It was.
No, Kash came in clutch.
Also, solving the other investigation check that only he could have
Solved.
I'm just saying that I was brilliant for suggesting we bring him.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Good
if you
manager.
if you left him in there and then he got found out and got killed, then I guess you'd have to go get Rick.
That was actually
At that point. Hey, we know we brought you back. We need you now. The last guy didn't work out.
I did have the thought, like, after we had already said we teleported, like, we have one more Velguard ring. We should have just let Ikaja tune to it so he
Strictly
could
for
use
this.
it.
Yeah.
Would have been a good idea.
Yeah, what up? That I had too late.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
We could have taken that thing. We got it.
I just melted down.
It was immune to fire, actually.
Oh, I would have been
Yeah.
useless.
Sorry, Celine. But
I mean,
What about lightning?
oh shit. I think one of my dice is over.
It was metal.
yeah,
It
it
conducts
actually absorbs the lightning and heals from it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, it's not meant to counter you. It's just that's what you would do if you were making a robot.
Yeah.
What about adamantine?
I mean, it could have gotten hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was immune to
Would it be considered a monster?
yeah.
Yeah, everything's a monster.
Everything's
Hold
a-
monster or dominate monster.
Those are options.
Those are both good options.
It would have been immune to fire and fires. It would have been immune to
Was
fire.
it magic?
It?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you couldn't. It was a magical construct. So
Oh,
you
okay,
wouldn't
so
have
it's
been
not
able
like
to
it's a
dispel
spell.
it,
Okay.
or polymorph it, or immutable form, and all that.
Is shatter thunder?
Thunder would have worked.
Oh, so it's construct. So if
Alright, I had
attacked it with
options.
my armor would have
Plus,
done.
I have the thing that lets me change my spell damage
not,
type.
not
Right?
oh whatever I
So I
forget
would've
what it
just
is,
done
but the
But a couple false starts.
Yeah.
so
I
it's
used my new
we
grade
would've-
box.
Your
well,
first two turns.
constructs
First two turns
are
did
not
that.
objects.
Right. Okay.
So, because like in theory, if that was the case, the Sword of Sharpness does max damage, and it's an auto crit.
Ah, I get it.
So it's it's a construct, not an object. Object would be like structures
Okay.
cutting through
This box.
whatever the case may be. But yeah,
In this
it
case,
yeah, it would have been immune to fire and poison. It absorbs lightning and heals from it. It would have been completely immune to non-magical weapons.
Yeah, when you had described them as basically Terminators, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna avoid this at all costs.
Yeah.
we did.
I don't want to do that.
And it didn't have any weapons on it, but it was just gonna like beat you into the ground.
I was gonna say there are several about.
Yeah. Well, that's also true.
It could have just been like this one.
No, in my brain, again just because I've been playing Fallen Order so much recently, I've been thinking about the security droids. How they just like grab you and just like punch you in the face, or like slam you into the ground and then punch you in the face.
Dude,
So it would have been like that.
It game's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. I enjoy it very much. So.
Cutting words.
Yeah, I mean, there were ways to
We'd have
defeat
been
it,
okay.
but it would have been tough.
Oh yeah.
And there's a reason why they almost decimated the dwarves to extinction.
Would it have cut through the adamantine of Rick's arms? The apertures?
I don't. So that's a tricky situation. Yeah, I didn't think Rick was gonna bother.
He wasn't.
Honestly, Rick couldn't have passed any of the checks anyway.
I know, but he was thinking at one point, like, what if I just hold my arm in there to stop you from getting your arm stuck?
It was a
Brute
thought.
force.
Rick trying to use brute force.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but
There was a hot second where he was like, I'm just gonna fucking break these doors.
oh, then arguably harder to tell that someone's there. Or
Yes.
easier to tell that someone's there when the
Arguably.
doors are broken.
Yeah. Mending.
The doors were pretty thick.
Yeah. Rick could have
2 C's.
Yeah, 2 C's, 3 C's.
You're right.
Each C is 10 feet. 30
too
foot,
thick.
30
All
foot
right,
thick
that's
doors.
fair. That's more than my movement speed, so it's just too thick.
Yeah. So
That's the limit right there.
anyway, thank you folks so much for
Yeah.
coming and hanging out on this pre-Christmas Evrand stream. We'll be back next week with Evil Game.
Yeah.
Which is, if you're unfamiliar, it's our once a month rotating game where Jake is the DM. So we'll be playing that next week, and then Evrand number 107, I think, will resume in, or sorry, 108. 108 will be next in the new
Next year, yeah. 2021.
2021.
Heck yeah.
Start off to hopefully a
When I
better
think
year.
about it, 2020, it did win 2021.
Good night, Internet.
Good
This
night.
was great, and we will see you later.
Love you.
Sorry for Jake.